All right, guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are hearing me well. I have tried to change a few things just to make sure you guys can hear me. Yes, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. As you saw by the title, we are going to be talking about Leon Bailey on fire. Yes, we're going to be talking about the Canada Rasta, and we're going to be talking about Jamaica's Rasta, how it should look to compete with this Canadian Rasta, and maybe how we can improve things to make it more digestible for the personals. Let me know if I'm getting any lags at any point. All right. Yes, let me know if you're getting any lags at any point. We have our brothers in the building, Osh Poppy. Massive respect to you guys as you come in. Omar Fowling in the building. Yes, man, we are Batman. And then we have Trey Moon in the building. And what we're gonna do, guys, we are gonna drop the link so people can come in and engage. It's very much easier when I do it this way. For the link for the channel, we're gonna put it right there so you can get involved. 1 second, let me put it right here. Yes, I will put right here, and then we'll get straight into the Leon Bailey discussion. So that's what I'm going to use today for people to get into the conversation. They have to join me right there. So as I do come in, just hit the like button. Just hit the like button as you come in, so we can just get the party started. Just where we left off. All right. Hopefully we are not getting any lags. Let me click it. Okay, I don't see any lags. See everything looking like it's fine. All right, yes. So let me flip up Leon Bailey and what he did. Yeah. Okay, good lord. All right, so that is working perfect. All right, yes. So Leon Bailey, as we said, Leon Bailey had some good returns. Yes, so we just wanted to make sure we give him his flowers because remember, when he's not doing well, we have to beat him just the same. So once he's doing well, we have to give him that credit as well because that's how the world should work. All right, you have to motivate them when they're doing better, and even when they're not doing good, we have to motivate them same way. But in Jamaica's term, we call it as beaten. So we do touch the topics, we don't shy away from it. Yes. So, anyways, Leon Bailey had one of the highest rating yesterday. Leon Bailey had one of the highest ratings yesterday against RZ, and I thought that it was fully deserved. All right, yes. So I'm going to just pull up the stats to give you, and then look at what he has done over the whole time right there. All right, because we have arguments here and there. Singh came in, talked about that it's just because of certain things why he's not getting any game time in the Premier League to that level, and he deserves more, which we all agree. But the coach maybe look at this way to put him on rather than to pressure his body in a much more difficult game. Maybe that's the situation. It might sound stupid now, but maybe that's the situation. So anyways, he played 89 minutes, 1 assist, 51 touches. Passing was not at his best this time around. Yes, as what Trey Moon said, it's a combination of him passing the ball, people not doing what they needed to do for that, and still registered as a bad pass some of the times, which I saw similar. So I want to give him the credit of him trying to force the issue to get something going. Remember, they came back to win this game. All right, yes. 16 of 27 completed, which is 59%. 2 key passes in it. Crosses overall tried 11. Love that. And he completed 6 out of 11. And the one big chance that it's the assist right there. Shots blocked 2 and dribbles attempted 2 out of 3 right there. All right, ground duels 5 out of 9, still good for me because I always look at them as smaller human beings. So if they can battle with the bigger guys them and get some duels, that would always be good for me, at least for me still. All right, 20 times possession lost and fouls committed 1 and 1 offside. As you know, he had 51 touches and he's trying to push the pace. They are losing, so I think some of those are a collection of him trying to push the pace. So things happen. He's a forward player, and this is a knockout competition and you want to make sure you get things done. All right. Yes, for me, I thought that he was playing 2 games in before the first call up for 80. He was doing well. All right. And I came here and said, I thought that those were his best games, even though he never scored. Those were his best games in an Aston Villa shirt. I will detail it. And since then, he keeps on repeating the same feat. And now he's getting a reward because he's getting his teammates trusting him more, and he's getting into spaces after doing his first job. All right, which is to keep the team in a uniform role going forward. All right, yes. So that's what I thought happened, and now he's reaping the reward. So hopefully, no injuries or nothing comes to stop this train, and they could start to trust him more with the Premier League, because if you realize the Premier League, he barely gets the starts. They always prefer Zaniola over him and Diaby over him. All right, Diaby comes with the central attacking midfielder advantage, and Zaniola is more of a deeper line defensive first one as well. So that's the reason I thought he struggled to overtake them. But with these performances and putting in defensive coverage, I think this will only brew better for him. Not saying he's going to start, but I think he deserves to rival Diaby for some of those spots, even in the middle of the park. All right, I don't think Zaniola, because even yesterday, proved my point. Yesterday, took off Diaby. Well, let me make sure. I think they took off Diaby for Zaniola, right? Yes, so they took out Diaby for Zaniola, but left Leon Bailey. Because why I'm saying that? Remember when I said to you guys that they can't play with both of them like three fluid players at once, because it gives up too much space. So they have to sacrifice one at all times. These are the little things that you have to look at and realize what I was always telling you. You get me? So sometimes you believe that, they have this and they have that. But remember, they are not a full-fledged City or Chelsea and so certain teams that have passed certain levels. You understand me? And that's what I think. And based on how the coach making the substitutions, I want to say that is how the coach is thinking as well. All right, and that means you need to put some respect on my name, Mr. Singh. all right. So let me move on. When is the game? We will talk about that as well. We're coming up to that. We have to give Leon Bailey his flowers. So let me start with giving him his flowers right there. Sending out your squad so early, it's a psychological advantage for Canada. We are going to get into that. We have their write-up as well, and the way they do things. I think when people look at it, they might be thinking a different way. Blessings, Michael Thomas, massive respect. So T-God, big up yourself. What you want to say on the Leon Bailey matter, because obviously that's the first thing we have talked on so far.
Yes, I just wish that Leon Bailey carried its form into the Jamaican squad. You understand? That's all we're asking for. That's all we're asking for. Carry that same rich form what you've been doing at your club, just carry it into the Jamaican squad, and then we can qualify for anything. You understand? The World Cup, Nations League, and
So, hold on. We are not going to take that speech so lightly. What you meant by we can just qualify. So, people, you agree with him? If Leon Bailey bring in his form, we beat Canada, because we're going to get to Canada, All right? I think, for me, I want him to continue his form, not just for Jamaica, because we sound a little bit selfish. When we're saying that he needs to carry our form into the Jamaica game, and we don't care about him after that. So I would say just continue playing your thing and keep on learning the football the right way, and the best will come. I don't care if he brings over the farm in Jamaica's team or whatever, because that's a different setup and a different system as well. So
but
I don't look at it like that, No, we are
but
too selfish, because it's like we just want use the people, man, throw them away. Go ahead.
but
And guys, remember the calling is there. You can call in, and I think people should be able to hear you when you call in. Go ahead.
yeah, that's what we want. We want the Jamaican dance for the Jamaican public is 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 starving for World Cup. So that's what we want. We want that. We want the farm. So we're not being selfish. We just want the farm. We want it. You
Okay.
understand? Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, so let me move into the Canadian conversation now, because the Canada team was named and I wanted to put it up on the screen so we can go through it. I love what they do. They kind of make sure everything is out there in your face, you know, like the way they appreciate their people. It's nice, you know, because every time when we hear the JFF talks, and when they do talk, it's like the people come secondary. Like, oh, we are a private entity, so we don't really care what people think, you know. Obviously, they have made improvements later on, but I still believe that they bring that ego, you know. But what I saw from this article, they have structured everything, and I kind of like it. So let me move into it. They said Bello names CANMNT squad for Copa America qualifiers. Highlights from press conference after roster selection. All right, they move into it. They say Canada soccer and interim head coach Mauro Biello revealed on Wednesday the 23 Canadian men's national team squad that will take part in the Concacaf Nations League quarter-finals matches. Quarter-final matches later this month. Les Rouges will take on, let me know if I butchered that one, will take on Jamaica in a two-legged quarterfinal tie, which will also serve as a direct qualifier for the 2024 Copa America, which will include 6 Concacaf sides, the 4 Nations League semifinalists, as well as 2 losing quarterfinalists who qualify via an additional playoff rounds. We have explained that over and over. Canada will first travel to Kingston to play their away leg against Jamaica on Friday, November 17th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. All right, so you guys that ask what the date, it's the 17th on Friday, and it gives you time. So you make your own calculation in your respective location. All right, before returning home for the second leg at Toronto BMO's field on Tuesday, November 21st. So you know that it's the BMO field we are going to play the second leg. All right, I thought that was the same field the girls played the other day. So I think there is no extra coal than the normal coal in the country. Yes. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Both matches will be broadcast live on One Soccer. So if you want to watch it, One Soccer will be the place to be. If Canada win this tie on aggregate, not only will they qualify for the next summer's Copa America, but they'll also advance to the Nations League semifinals next March, when they'll have a chance to return to the final they played in last summer and compete for the trophy. So yes, more things is at stake than just the Copa America, but also the competition itself. And being honest, the way they have done it last year tells me that they do take it serious. All right, not just them, but United States and Mexico as well, and also Panama. The roster Biello has named is a strong one, including 20 members of Canada's World Cup squad from last November. All right, from last November. In total, 19 players are returning from the group that played Japan in a friendly last month, with 4 changes being made. Along with the usual cast of stars like Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David, and Stephen Eustáquio, another notable inclusion is 18-year-old Fulham defender Luke, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce it, and I'm not going to butcher his name today for the 15th time, who received his first call-up in October and made his senior debut for the Premier League club on November 1st in an EFL Cup tie against Ipswich Town. He has yet to debut for Canada. All right. T-Gat, if you don't have the camera on and maybe you're a little bit busy, okay, you're back on. All right. Yeah, because sometimes the visual people don't really like it. All right. Yes, that way. All right. Let me continue. Ali Hamid, Mark Anthony K, Tejan Buchanan and Lucas Cavallini have returned to the team, while Moise Bambito, Matteo and Harry Payton and Charles Andreas Brim have been left out. All right, we have to bring in Africans because he could give us from the Canadian side as well. All right. Yes, but this one structured the way they talk about it, the importance of the game. I'm gonna give you the article so it's better for you because it will show you how they're outlining everything. So their fans, when they do read it, they can feel good as to what they're buying a ticket for. So it just give me the feeling that they care about the people. And why I've brought up this article, I wanted we to take the same stance as to respecting our people that's paying the money for the stuffs. You understand me? Because I just think when I read it, I can understand exactly what's up, how serious they take it, and what are their end goal. All right. Yes, I do like that. Before I get Africans on the phone, let me just take these comments. Um, Tiga, mute your mic. Yes, if all EPL players do their best, I think we can beat Canada. The coaches of Jamaica will be thinking about those names on the Canadian roster. Okay, so you think it's a strategical plan? Okay, but okay, all right. Sing, how are you doing, man? I'm actually footballer. I hear that Manchester City is hunting for Bailey's signature. Sing, just leave the chat and just go on my business. All right, I'm begging you, please. This brother is embarrassing. Every week he comes with some other delusional take, and he lost last week when he said Bailey would have started, and we said just relax. Stop overhyping it, and he comes back again with a next statement. So we can't just give the man his credit and we'll leave it alone there from Sing. Sing, just stop. All right. So Africans, how are you doing, man? Hope all is well with you and the family.
Yeah, everything's doing all right. A tough result for the U17s this morning, but hey, when you're down to 10 men, only keeping it at 2-0, I'll take it. I will take
Yes,
that.
yes.
And
Playing
I
the
mean, the
big
goal.
bad Spain.
Hey, goalkeeper stood on his head like you could only hope for. 8 and 7 looked great, and I like that we got to see some more players in the rotation. But hey, we're here to talk about the senior men, so that's not a
Yes,
problem.
yes, yes. I
We'll
don't know
talk
why you started with the young guys because I did a
because
complete different video and I never saw you. You get me?
I
So
didn't see
I don't
you
know
either. I
why.
was I was there watching, yelling about VAR red cards, JD. Don't worry. I was
No, I
watching
started at
everything in real
halftime. I
time.
started at halftime. Sorry about that. My fault. All right.
All good.
My fault.
All good.
Started at halftime. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but when it comes to this roster, there's two thoughts, right? The first thought is you're going he Biello's going back to basically the 2021-2022 roster, right? That roster that basically was the core that made the World Cup and effectively went to the World Cup. That's not a problem from in terms of the players that are there. So ultimately, I'm not surprised. I'm a little disappointed just because I mean he's called in some players that I would say maybe aren't in the best of form currently, but he's going for the players that he is the most comfortable with. The coach is making this choice, so I'm not necessarily for all the choices. But hey, if he's going to go down or go up with this, that's what he's going to do. Um, the problem for me is that this still screams like a 3-5-2, 4-4-2 type setup, which isn't bad, but I feel like there was more talent that was left off this roster, and of this current roster, maybe 3 players are playing well or in good form right now. Right, Eustachio is probably the only player who's at right now playing peak at his play right now. So it doesn't leave me a little bit worried. Then again, we didn't really experiment with other things against Japan. We only had one friendly versus Japan, and after 3-0, instead of experimenting, the choice was let's throw in a slower center back to see if we can tide the ship here, which speaks to probably what you're thinking. How do you salvage games and work from it that way? But this roster is not a surprise. I think if you survey most Canadian fans, they will all probably majority will all complain about maybe 4 names on this roster. But outside of that, we're pretty excited to see the likes of Luc de Fougeral, who's played out in Fulham. He made that Japan roster, didn't play, but made his debut for Fulham at the Carabao Cup. Looked good in that debut, so we're excited to see that. If he does pan out how some people hope he does, that means that at least solves one center back issue going forward. But with this matchup, this is probably going to be your typical Canada matchup you saw over World Cup. We're going to try to get this team to press, try to turn you over, and then really punish you on counters. So this feels like it's going to be that type of a team that they're going to set up to kind of go back to the basics. Will it work? I don't know. I jokingly said on a podcast yesterday, just by how they're playing and their reps, it almost feels as if the roles are slightly reversed, right? Jamaica's coming into this having some games under their belt. They have a lot more cohesion. Canada has the names and the reputation, but the problem is we haven't seen the results yet. It almost feels like we've swapped places during World Cup qualifiers, where Jamaica is a little bit more in that cohesive state, and Canada is more in that. I mean, on paper, we should be fine, but what we've seen on the pitch hasn't shown well. So it's a little bit of a concern, but no surprise with this roster overall. And we'll see. It's the screens 3-5-2, 4-4-2, sit back and press. So that's how it looks like to me right now.
All right, so guys, please do smash a like button, share, and subscribe. Let me take these two comments and then we'll bring in Marlon. Marcel, bless of yourself. Thanks for being here. Singh says, although Diaby wasn't having his best game, which you have to put in that, which is a lie as well. You understand me? It was a rotational sub. Nothing like that. You're just making up stories. And I've talked about Leon Bailey already, Singh, and I'm not going to spoil the day about it. Just stop. Just follow the conversation and just leave it alone, because you are just a Leon Bailey pillar, man. Can't say it any other way. Done. Yes. Michael Sadler, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Football is a team sport, not an individual sport. Bailey has to adapt to Coach Grimm style of play. Yeah, man. I am so done with Singh. Singh is so disrespectful. It's amazing. It must hurt Africans to be playing, to be saying something good about Jamaica. I think that shows that the man is a normal human being that says that's the truth, you know. But the problem is we never had much to say good before, and that is a problem. And you can't accept that one when it happened the opposite way, and that is the problem. So I like, at least you notice that the man talked good for the ones where you say. All right, so make sure when he outlines something else, you're gonna give him credit for it. Yes, so let's bring in Marlon. Marlon, big up yourself. How are you doing?
Yeah, man. Best up, JD. African, big up yourself, everyone in the chat.
Yeah, man, you get rich and switch now. So I'll go on. Give us some money on the channel, no? Yeah, you know, see. We have to support Canada, you know. To broke. We need some extra ads.
Yeah, I think it's basically the core team that we know of Canada, right? Haven't been at their best for the longest while. I think the coach is probably one of the pieces that really doesn't match with the Canadian team. So I think I'm looking for the players to basically do their thing out there. But I don't think the coach is really the right man for it. I know he's an interim coach, right? But everybody there, they basically know them. And I think the defense line still speak for itself. Kamal, Cornelius, Victoria still there. Alfonso, Richie, Johnston. But I think this game, I told a lot of persons, it's a 50-50 game. It's a 50-50 game. If you're looking for a game which basically in the balance, this is the one. I see if Jamaica beat Canada here, they're gonna go through.
Okay.
I have them beating Canada 3-1 in Kingston.
3-1. Jamaica beating Canada in Kingston. All right. Boy, that would have make a public holiday.
If you look at it, as poor as Jamaica was in the qualifying, they had a lot of opportunity to score in Canada out here, and it's a place that Canada haven't really done their best. So I think with the players on their farm, JD, give me a second there.
All right, no problem. We'll just go to the comments them, and then after you just wait. All right. Lee says, I believe our defense requires substantial enhancement as we are conceding goals to every team we face. But Marlon said we think you can beat them 3-1. You know, I think he's seen a 3-1. So Marlon saying Canada are gonna do worse than Haiti. You know, I am not, I think if we win that game, it has to be 1-0, and Canada don't score. I don't see us out shooting them 3-1, and they play worse than Haiti, because I saw the Japan game, and to be honest, Canada is still doing what they're doing at the same level. That's what I think. But it's just the players, the teams that they're facing, even when they do the same thing at the same level, they are that level of teams that will exploit you and expose you. That's what I saw. So I think I will see the same Canada from in the qualifiers, to be honest, based off what I saw, you know. Hold on there. Fabian, yeah, hold on, Marlon. Remember this, because finish your point, Marlon. Finish your point.
Yeah, I think as African was saying earlier, I think you're looking at two teams. Jamaica has gotten some result. It might not be the sparkling result you're looking for, but the result are there. So you're looking at a team coming in with a positive spin, right? They have lost one game in over the past couple months. It's a semi-final to Mexico. So if you look at it going through the run that they're on, it's a really positive spin. And I think what's really happening now, and we said it, I think with Canada and US not really playing that competitive game, right? You're looking to have that sharpness fighting going into it. I think Jamaica's gained onto that. And if you look at it, I think the coach, knowing that he has a better team playing up against, so I think they will match it better to them.
Okay, all right. Hold on a little bit. Fabian Full says, JD, how many players from Canada local league in this team? So let me name out the team right here, so you know where they're from. Milan Boyan, which you know him. Maxime from Los Angeles. My boy's coming from Slovan as well. Sinclair from Minnesota FC, which you could call one of the Canadians, one of the Canadian location, but it's a MLS club. So, but I
wouldn't call MLS a Canadian league, right? Because
I never said a league. No, I said the location. I said that's the only thing you can talk about. Yeah. Maybe the location. Yes.
True, but yeah, like for me.
So pretty much none. So let me give him the answer. None. I don't know why he asked that. But I know it's something to fight against Jamaica Reggae Boyz or JFF.
He wants to know why there's no Mona players in the squad. That's why. Where are the Mona players on the squad? Where's the Kingston College players in the squad? That's what he wants to know. But no, okay. no CPL players made the squad. The only CPL players are playing in the U17 right now. So none of them are playing in the squad right now.
Okay, so pretty much Africans saying they have different standards. All right, thank you, Africans. All right. They have different standards. If you're 17, you're going to look for playing a World Cup or something. Go do something else with it yourself. All right, because a big league. But I guess Marlon, I tell you, say our team bigger than it, just the same, even with whatever gone. So anyway, Marlon, DC says, Marlon not even here, Jamaican squad yet. And gone for 3-1. So how you respond to that, Marlon? Not here in Jamaica squad. And I have slight opposing views as to how you look at these games that Jamaica played, to the level of opponent we are going up against. I have slight opposing views as to how good you think Jamaica look, because I rate 80, I rate 80 and I rate Grenada, but and even Guatemala, and I think all of those teams kind of show up Jamaica. So for me to think that they cannot get a goal, more than a goal on us, and we are going to get 3 with them of better caliber players, not from Jamaica, and I'm not saying they are, to some extent they are equal in some year a better quality of players than us as well too. I am just surprised that we are just gonna blow them off the park when we couldn't blow AD them off the park. You understand me? So are you just putting that, Marlon, on the fact that they have not played enough games?
JD, they are playing enough games, JD, but JD, remember.
No, they're not playing enough game, Marlon, because really and truly.
The same team.
No, I'm saying them not play enough games for in a match fit mood, like for and them system and the new coach come around.
And that's why I said if it was Hardman was the coach same way, it's a different story because he's the one who built this team.
Okay.
Tim Biello, a lot of Canadian doesn't really fancy him taking over as an interim coach. So I think, as I said, if the players, I'm looking for the players to do their thing, not from a coach's standpoint.
Okay. No man, answer me. No, Amala, me that try to get the answer for the guy. I ask you a question. Because that's what the guy say. Oh, you just say 3-1 went and we just face 80, which everybody with a class Canada is a better team than 80. And yet still them not go do nothing. But now you explain say it's solely down to them not playing much games, them have a new coach, and them have to do things on them own, which me agree to that stance there. So Africans, what you have to say on that side? Like, you think that because of all of those problems, you think that will give Jamaica a big advantage over Canada, and that will make Jamaica win? And let me know, people in the chat as well. Let me know if you agree with that.
I don't think it gives Jamaica a large advantage. I think what it does is you have to quantify where Jamaica is right now. And to me, Jamaica is in that fourth conversation, right? In terms of the 4 best teams in CONCACAF. They're with the Panamas. They're with the they've already cleared the Haiti hurdle. So we know they're clear of them. But they're in that Panama level of team, right? Where they are there. Maybe they have on paper. Do I think that's a tougher competition for Canada? Yes. Do I think it makes it like a 3-1 Jamaica win? Is that possible? Anything. But I form, and kind of what Marlon was saying, and then based off where Canada is currently not having as many reps on the pitch, to echo what he says, I am not the biggest fan of Biello just because he's running main man. I think if Canada wins this matchup, especially the matchup in Jamaica, it's probably going to be because think of Panama versus Canada in the semifinals of Nations League, right? It's kind of close, but then ultimately Canada had Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David, and Panama had Carrasquilla, and that equaled 2-0 for Canada. Now, on the flip side, when you look at this Jamaica, there are more players at that level, say, that can parry that out. I think that Jamaica matchup ends up being a draw, like a 1-1, 2-2 draw, and then you go back. I don't know what the best case scenario for Jamaica is. I want to see the roster overall. I don't know if I trust Jamaica defending here because they give up opportunities. And the one thing that those other teams don't have that they will have here is they're going to face a team with a midfielder who's probably the best midfielder on the pitch, right? And Jamaica, that's where Jamaica's pro. That's where I give the edge to Canada. I think if Eustachio has the type of game where he can connect, and then that unleashes a Kone, and then ultimately unleashes Buchanan, Davies, one of the strikers gets playing. I think this comes down to how well Eustachio plays. And Eustachio's playing by far the best of any Canadian man playing. So I think that's where I give the edge to Canada. But all those things that Marlon said are true. There's no denying that. I don't think the gap it's a lot closer than it was since World Cup qualifiers. There's no doubt about that.
Okay, all right. Andrew 55. Thanks for the donation. Said Reggae Boyz coming with fire, Africans. All right. We winning 2-1 in JA and draw 1-1 in Canada. All right. That midfield statement, I wonder why Amalan just surpassed that midfield statement, because we have won no midfield in no game. Like, no game I've seen we played, we won a midfield. Like, no game at all, Marlon. So, and we have control, no game. Like zero game, like zero game. I'm talking about Trinidad and Tobago. As soon as they start to play out, we can't control the game anymore. Once it's a 50-50 game, if people don't sit back on us, we can't control the game them. So that's why I want to pick Marlon Brain to say, oh, easy, so confident when we have not shown that we can control a game. I'm talking Grenada. We ain't controlling a game. A Grenada look like they are the ones trying to control the middle park. And not just look, they are the ones controlling the middle of the park. So, Marlon, how worried are you with this middle of the park giving up every single time?
But JD, we were in control in middle of the park long before. So if you look at this, yes,
But we have big baller, Marlon, so why we can't control the middle, man? We just give up the middle every time.
look at Canada midfield, right? The only two teams in Concacaf that compete to them is US and Mexico, right? So Kone could walk in Jamaica team, Estacio walk into Jamaica team, right?
Yeah, we know that.
Right. So those two are two players at a higher level and or midfielders then. But I think our defense, I think both defense are basically at the same level, right? If Ethan Pinnock is there, then we bypass him there, right? Because goalkeeping, Blake has proved himself there. Boyan has done his thing as well. Sinclair, I think Sinclair is having one of his best season so far.
Man, and put weight on it, Marlon. I mean, like we just always call Blake name and not call weight name, you know? Because really and truly, you know, I'm not saying nothing because the people might beat me from the other day. But I said what I said, Africans. I would put weight in the goal over Blake sometimes, you know, Marlon. I'm very sorry, you know. For over the last couple matches, I like what I saw from Blake, you know. Yeah, from weight. But do you think still?
Yeah, man, but Jerry, you know it's my player. You know, I'm the one who's vying for him long time to be a part of the national team. So, right? But Blake still the number one.
All right. Go on, keep telling yourself so until we go into that damn goal and make sure we team play right. You know, because a big star name me up on you. Win more or win you.
If you look at him now, I think he's more confident with the ball at his foot. Probably he's not as comfortable as weight. As I said, the system he plays back three sometimes, back four. So right, so he's getting more comfortable playing the ball from the back. But if you're playing a system where you don't really play in that system every day, playing out from the back, you're not gonna come to a training camp for 3 days and start playing out. But the goalkeeping coach is working on that. So if you even see the trainings that they did, the three keepers are actually playing out the ball. They're not booting it down long field unless it's a clearance. They have to boot it, but they're trying to be composed. But I don't want him to be too comfortable. I saw he did it in the Grenada game where he got the ball a little bit too complacent in the Haitian game and pass it to low. But he's getting more comfortable. If you compare where he was 2 years ago or early last year when he will take it and just hack it down the field.
Yeah, man, we like it, you know, but I still think so. I never feel comfortable with him in the game. For some reason, I just feel more comfortable when waited in the game. Like he was more connecting with the players. He just give me that feeling. Like, you know, it make me more troubled when I see Blake in the goal. And I remember I talked every week we do the show. I give him good praise for what he's doing for Philadelphia. But at that point, I just believe that this window waited a better window than him. You know, that's all I'm saying.
When you look at the Grenada game still, Bernard is good with the ball. Hector is good with the ball.
Okay, so that's what you say. It make the goalkeeper more comfortable. Okay, all right. All right, Marlon. Marlon, I throw him cheeky shade.
In that game, Hector almost have 100 pass.
Yes, we know.
If you look at it, they're more comfortable playing the ball at the back. But the wing back, Richard Cook was giving them hell. Johnson's another player who plays in Dutch league as well.
Yeah, man. Cook them, man. Cook them, man.
Cook is a player, and I said to someone because I was in Curacao for the Curacao Trinidad game that went to sleep, and they were talking about the Grenada Jamaica game, And people were saying that Cook is a player that a lot of person don't know about, right? He's a
Mm-hmm.
player that went into Scotland, did this thing at St. Mirren, then went over there to Belgium, that's open, right? Even Johnson Williams, these guys are quality players. So because a lot of person in the Caribbean don't see them, I see their show. Remember, no, US gave them 7-1 last year,
Mm-hmm.
and these they give what's it name, Robinson a hard time.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just said I just want to make sure people give him his credit because I thought that if it weren't for him, I don't think Jamaica win that game against Grenada either. Too, the man makes some save. If that game went 2-2, boy, I'm telling you, Marlon, I'm very sorry. We'd have to fire the coach because I don't think we're winning that damn game. You understand me? So, and he make a save, I can tell you up to this day, I don't know if he meant it. And those are some of the saves that Blake made. So it gave me a different feeling. So I'm saying big up to Wait. Yeah, man, big up to Wait. All right, big up yourself, Jairus. Massive respect. People as they come in, please do smash the like button and give your take. All right, yeah, man. Marlon just give him take. Nigel says not even one player from the Canadian League. Yes, Canadian League is good. Obviously, they gave Water 6, but they have a lot of players. They have a lot of players, a lot of quality players, and obviously they have more educated people around the football. They have a setup. I don't think we can compare with their setup. So even if the coach is not the right coach, they still have the right setup to pick their players from. We can at least say that. We are getting that set up now with FIFA trying to get people in the country. Mr. Speed them trying to educate the coach them. So we are trying to reach the same places where Mexico, United States, and Canada at. And the Panama. Don't take out Panama because you see Panama at another World Cup. You understand me? So we can't disrespect Panama. So all of them have more resources than everybody else. Yes.
Apart from US and Mexico, Panama have the resources to compete with all of them. US and Mexico, because Panama is spending more, especially the national team right now.
Yeah, agreed. Tycoon says, Canada coach didn't call most of their young players. He called the old squad for this game. Fans don't like this squad, but few players for Canada is real good. All right. Eric Sewell says, they should use Low like how Villa coach used Bailey. That's how we would get better from him. Oh, you're talking bringing him on as a sub. Okay, fair enough. Why? But no, but in different competitions, Bailey plays as a sub at this point, Premier League, and then plays as a full-time player in the next league. So wait until we get a run of games to see how the coach will decide if he's going to keep on putting Zaniolo and Diaby. Yes, and maybe by then other injury players return. So if Bailey keep on doing what he's doing, I think he will be fine. But if he drops off, what we realize that the coach has no problem to bench him. That's all we know, But the players they're doing good at this point, so that we stay with the positives. All right. Why can't we find a skilled midfielder who possesses exceptional ball handling ability and can effectively pass the ball to Antonio, Leon, and Gray? I think we have that, I think we are talking about KC Palmer, them this and them that. I think they are much better than what we're seeing in this team, and I think it's based off how the coach set up the play, where he wants his threats them to come from, and pushing these guys into holes as the midfielders to do different duties as to what we want from them. So I think it's based on the coach's system. If you put KC Palmer in Canada's system, you're going to see a different player. You're going to see the exact player that you saw for his club, or his clubs, to be honest. I just believe that what say you have Marlon and that. I think that we keep on talking about these midfielders, but we have them. Because I saw them doing it week in, week out. So why they just can't do it for us?
Really, I think as I say, I think until we find a top central midfielder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's basically attack and defense, right? Latibody is not the answer to really be in the midfield. but I think the coach trusts him there, and he brought him in and he entrusts him there, and I think he has a trust on him. But if you compare when you look at Coney and Estacio, two centrals who
Yeah.
go good defending with the ball, it's two defending ball. Not about there break it up and make a few long pass. But when you want the two-way midfield that we're looking for, like a person like a Isaac who can stay there and hold that midfield here, right? We saw a young Kerry Anderson came on, who was more like a box to box, back and forward. And we saw the energy that he came and put into that Grenada game. So until we
So
get our midfield, because if when you put Daniel Johnson to play deep, you're basically limiting. You put KC Palmer to play in a deep role, you're limiting against a Haitian team.
all
So
right.
person,
Agreed.
right? You're looking at KC Palmer and Maggie as the two center players who are attacking merchant. They want to go for the ball. They don't want to have nothing about. Yes, they come deep and pick up the ball, but when you put them to do defensive work, you're really taking them out of their comfort zone. Same with Daniel Johnson.
Well said, Marlon. You see, you turn up back after 1 month and come and say the same thing as me. That's what I've been telling people. So the midfielders are there, but in our system, we can't. In our system, our attacking midfielders are non-existent. We can't use them. We need a same quality version player like Daniel Johnson and KC Palmer, but box-to-box midfielders. More than the flat out attacking midfielders, because they can't do the two functions. KC Palmer definitely played better than Daniel Johnson in that role because he offers more defensive qualities, but he's just not that type of player. And that's what I don't like. It's like we are prioritizing. So what we have to ask now, Marlon, as persons that really are students of the game. Clearly, let me put it up on the screen so people can see. Clearly, the coach trying to make a decision from who he favors, right? Like who he wants to entrust in his finishing. All right. So in this now, he believes that his wingers will bring more to the table than any attacking midfielder that we do have. That's what he believes, Hence why he don't want to change the systems. You understand me? Because he always makes the Leon Bailey them and the Damari Gray them more okay in the system. What say you, Marlon, to that? Or the fans them? Because that's the problem. They want fluid systems, which they can't get because he's prioritizing the wing plays them rather than people as an attacking midfielder up in certain positions. I can remember only one game I saw him put Daniel Johnson at his rightful position and say, go and play. And the game was completely different.
But Judy, if you look at it, and I said, if you want the team to be comfortable, right, you play a 4-1, right? So you basically have, you want to have Latibia playing that defensive destruction midfielder. You put him there. So he's shielded back four. So at least you have two back, right? KC Palmer and Daniel Johnson could be there to play a box-to-box attacking role, where you have a man sitting in the midfield here. So your two wingers have the freedom to roll back and forward, and your striker up there, right? Or if you want stability there, you use 4-2-3-1. So you still have an attacking midfielder there behind the striker. So KC Palmer could be that one play behind the striker same way. Bobby Reid or Bailey, one of them there. Gray pick up his position there.
Yeah.
Right? So if you want the double player to have your midfield solidity, right? Canada is gonna play either they're gonna play 3-4-3 or they go 5 at the 3 at the back and I use the two wing back with Johnson or Laria with Davis bombing forward.
Yeah, agreed. So this argument of go ahead, Marlon, because I thought you finish.
I think it's for the coach to find the system to fit the players in, not him trying to fit the player in a system that's not functional.
Yeah. So you think that is our problem at this point? Is not necessarily the player them, right?
All right now, JD, the best way moving forward right now, and he need to see first. You have defenders who are ball playing. If you bring back Hector in the team, right? You go with a back three.
Yeah, because you have so much wing backs and so much centre backs. and then you claim you want to use deeper line midfielders, and then you forward them. So why not just go straight to that and then to the back three? Because that makes the perfect sense. I think you would get what he wants out of his system.
Because remember, if you look at the players that we have here, apart from Lambasika is the only right back we have playing right back at the moment.
Yes.
Right? I'm playing a back three some of the time. Brown plays in the back three. Sometimes he plays centre back. Sometimes Trevor.
Wes Arden, Ethan Pinnock definitely he can play there. Damian Lowe plays there. Greg Lay plays there. Amari Bell plays there. So pretty much, and even others that we don't bring in can play there as well. Mariapa can play there. Till can play there. So everybody on the list can play back three. Maybe the next two of them, King and Topi, might not play it so much, but I wouldn't be surprised if they can still play it as well. So I think we asking for midfield plays. I think we're not going to get it under this system that the coach is working with. I think it's always down to wing plays. And Marlon said something good, but I would add one to it. Stop trying to force a certain amount of players in the team rather than pick the team to make the team of a fluid play. Because I just believe that if you have 4 wingers on the field at all times, you can't get that control, that cohesion in the system, you know? Because some of them can't defend and they still have to be out there just the same. So that does put more pressure on the wing backs them, and then the wing backs them have some hurt. You know, if you ever realize all of our games, we seem to have a wing back problem, and it's always coming back from we trying to force too much wingers on the field, because we turn a central forward into a winger, then we put our 2 wingers there and trying to force one inside midfield to make up the numbers to stop them coming through our midfield. Why we just don't play something that fits our players? I think a lot of people would like to have these amount of players, to be honest, to choose from. But it's like we just want to choose a certain amount of players, and it can't change. Bailey, Bobby Reed, Mikel Antonio, Damari Gray, they have to play in the same team every single time. And the ballers, they might not feel comfortable in those positions, because I heard them after the interviews, and sometimes it sounds like they don't even happy with the coach. You listen to some of these interviews, Marlon? Yeah, and the man come out and say we get it wrong, we get it wrong in that half, and we get it wrong because they realize that the people have beat them. And they want to make sure them know, say, listen to me, man, we just do what the coach saying, so we get it wrong, we get it wrong, and we should do better than what we can do way better than that.
I said it before now. I said the quality of players he didn't have it at Iceland. Right, I think the level of quality, the high ilk players that he have, he didn't have it at Iceland. So he's now trying to fit all of them on the field at the same time. But if you look at it now, you try to fit the attackers, you have good attackers, you want to fit all of them on the field at the same time. But at the same time, you have the defenders there. So if you're having a person who's playing centre back, a lot of there, right? Amari Bell, Pinnock, Lowe, Hector, Bernard, right? I think the best way that I would have gone, I'd have gone in a back three. To still have a solid back line there, and then you move forward, right? Guess one you not concede goal, you won't lose.
Yeah, because here James Smith come and said the coach already told us that he's more a defensive coach than anything else. Believe him. Don't expect him to be otherwise. But the problem, James Smith, he's not playing defensive football.
He wants to score goals.
I don't know which game you watch, and you said he's playing defensive football, James. This is where you lose, because he's not playing defensive football. So that's the problem now, James. So I don't agree with you on this statement. If he's saying that, it's the furthest thing he's trying to do. To be honest, we have to be honest, James. So he's not playing defensive football at all. We're just not controlling the football. The coach is a defensive-minded coach. Or he don't know attacking fluid. Okay, you're saying because he's a defensive-minded coach, hence why we are having so much problems because we have more attacking players. And he wants to put them on the field, and then they are doing their own thing, maybe giving them instruction, and they are not going to the instruction. That's what you're saying, Hamza? Let me know.
But even to add to it, JD, and that's why he's using this double pivot, using two defensive midfielders that's to really block the middle, right?
Yeah.
For the attacking threat. As when you have 4 attackers, as Cranky always say, we're playing a formation 4-2-4, right? So when the ball moves up there, you're looking for your two holding midfielder to win back the ball and give to them. But at the same time, you want somebody with that comfort level in the midfield who's good taking the ball, passing the ball and going forward and be good in attack and defense as well.
All right, and that's exactly what I saw when I saw him put the 2 guys them that are tacklers in midfield. I'm saying, okay, we tried DJ and Ravel in the Mexican game and we couldn't save a ball. They tore us up through the middle over and over. So now I think that he believes that, okay, you know what? I can't get the creativity through the middle. I'm going to just go down the wings with my big players them. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put 2 screeners and they will save more of the balls them so I can get the retention that way. You know, so that's what I saw for real. Yes, so it's tough, people. But I think that we're not gonna be controlling games via the normal channels. I think the only way we control games is to over like just bully teams. Just like what I saw the Manning Cup teams them that are bigger than other teams, they just try to bully them. That's what we have to do. Our big players have to just get on top of these other teams. Yeah, go ahead.
If you look at the first game against Haiti, right? We pin out there, the composure we pin out there using. I think that was one of the games that Jamaica used the ball the most, you know, because we were playing a high line, playing basically at one point everybody except Blake was in the Asian half.
Yes. Agreed.
And pin out Price of being an EPL player that really showed him, and I think I always said when Pinnock and Low is out there, Low is a different player because you have a defender, right? When Low is out there and Pinnock is not there, Low is the A defender now, so he's the one trying to lead. But when you have Pinnock out there, I think the calmness come to him. You're playing a player with a very high ilk, right? One of the top defenders in the EPL. So
we have to say it in the world right now. I know people bought me out when I said that, but I have to say it, you know.
Right, and then you come and compare and saw what Hector did with Bernard, both of them playing there, right? We have to look and see, and I think we're looking at the modern day football of bleeding and playing for around the back. Yes, Hector is 30, going 31 now. Low is the same age, going up here too. But you saw what you basically see. So if you have a back three by using a Pinnock, Hector, and Low there, you can start playing a pass game from around the back, and you have your wing back going forward, right? So then you can have a destroyer in the middle if you be Latimer there or Lambert with John Sauce or Casey Palmer there, and your front three.
Yeah.
And you have your wing back there, so you will have cover when the wing back goes. The centre back will either the right centre back or the centre back come up, right? If he go up, the sweeper goes across. So you have coverage here.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've pretty much said the same thing over and over. But I guess we have to just work with what we have. Before we bring in J Taylor, thanks for joining us, J Taylor. People, we have 150 in the house. Please get us up to 150 likes. We are only doing 2 hours. You know the thing, go. Yeah, man. So let me give you the information. Later, the press conference will be at 2 p.m. Jamaica time. And now I've looked at the internet. It's saying it's 10:36 in Jamaica. 10:46 in Jamaica now. So at 2 p.m. Jamaica time, we will have the press conference that serves to the Guatemala game, and more likely it should be serving for the actual Canada game as well, because the Canada game is right around the corner. So I don't know why you need 2 separate press conferences. I think it should serve as the first press conference to the Canadian game as well, because the Canada coach has fee one from Wednesday. All right, but before we bring in J Taylor, the next topic is how much planning in advance helps, a proper planning in advance helps a team's result at the end of the day. So JT, go ahead with what you had to say from before, but that is the next conversation we want to have, because it looks like Canada plan months for these games, and they have brought out all of their stats to show you that they're planning months for these things. So it's not by mistakes when they come and deliver. Yeah. But go ahead, JT.
Yeah, JD, it was good afternoon, Marlon. Good afternoon, JD. Me have my camera on, come here cook some soup. And
Yeah, man, that's all right, man. Mash up your food, big boss. Me I gonna mash up some when me done too.
the whole stove, keep the top on the stove and it just boil over a while ago.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Mind the people say you can't cook, but do you think, big boss? Me know you chef it out.
Yeah,
Big
man,
up.
I try one thing. Yeah, it was when you touch on the goalkeeper thing. There was you were right about that. Something was so off in the last game with Andre Blake. I didn't know what it was. He just didn't look sync up with the team, as you said. Like, oh, we just look in sync with the rest of the players. I feel like when he looked like when Tapa was the coach. Because remember when the new coach came in, he looked re-energized. He looked upbeat again, like he was up for it. But the last game, he seemed like he reverted back to that person that I don't know how to explain it, but it was funny. I was listening to the show while cooking, and you said that time. I say, "Holy crap!" Like JD, see that too, because me see that upon him. JD, I saw that something wasn't right, and it come down to these players now, where we in a situation where this team have so many players on it where you can't bench based on being seniors, and for the morale of the team and the deal where the coach cut with them. And it's a dangerous situation, JD, because I believe that when you're making a team, anybody's supposed to be up for sitting on the bench. But this Jamaica team, I don't think that's the case.
All right, well said, and that's what I said as well, JT. I think that's why I talked about how planning in advance and making certain decisions help. Because just a while ago, I've read something that came out from Canada. Everything is outlined, the purpose of this game, what they are looking for the next month. They do everything to make you want to buy a ticket to go to the game. I think when we're dealing with the Jamaica Reggae Boyz and the Federation, them do everything for you to turn up for the game. It's like them again the motivation. So obviously they're doing better. So let me give them credit. They are doing better because now we can get the press conferences and stuff. But it's still not up to that level as these other countries. So with that said, how much of an impact it have? Jason Guna on the track, so let me bring him straight in and let him give his take, and then we can have that discussion after.
Yeah, well, go on, JD, big up to the panel, big up to the people in the comment section. Yeah, so
That's what Jason.
JD, so can you just repeat that last part of what you just said a while ago?
No man, you say what you say, and then we can go into that conversation. That's why I said you do your thing where you come on for say, you say what you say, and then we get into what I've just talked about. Or you just wanted to come into that conversation?
Yeah, man, I just want to continue as it was flowing. Yeah, I don't want to go back or anything.
No, what I'm looking at, because we have read the Canada statement, and they have outlined everything in advance and named their players from early on, explained to the people them. As what African said, 4 of the players them, people never really liked it. So him coming out and explaining from early, give a person an opportunity to say, all right then, let me decide if I want to buy a ticket or not. Let me decide if I'm going to support that or not. And the people know what the team is, so they can prepare long in advance. Both from the fan side. So it looks like they are more fan friendly than us. You understand me? So when people talking about the 12th man, they want the 12th man without doing anything. These people are doing astronomical work to get people on their sides. And I think that's with modern days technology and information passing off faster, I think we have to improve that side, or else we are going to always have a limited 12 man and limited maybe results as well too on the big level.
Yeah, absolutely. I always get the sense when I hear the administrators at the JFF talk that, like, they don't really necessarily value the strength of the fans. They actually treat it as if like it's the thing that they don't really ever want to engage with. If you know what I mean, like it's almost like how dare we ask questions about players that are picked? How dare we want to know what's going on? I don't understand why they don't understand the importance of the transparency with the fan base, because at the end of the day, we are what we are. We are fans. We want to see the team do well, but we also just want to be informed, and try to understand why things are being done the way they are. And I think a part of the reason for that, JD, is what Jay Taylor just alluded to. It's like a lot of non-football metrics make these teams get picked. It's always other things that influence it. And I think that's a part of the reason why they dodge those type of questions, or they don't really answer them straightforward, because at the end of the day, there's no football answers to some of the decisions. It's always other things. So if it's that difficult to answer the question, it just lends itself to us, for me to believe that they're using other things besides what they should be to pick teams. It's other variables besides the actual football, because they can never be explained, JD. They're never explained.
Okay, all right, fair enough, fair enough. Well, at least we're seeing the standards, and the good thing about these things, it does not require the money to do it. It requires the behavior, the mannerism to do these things, because it's a paper. You put it out all you want. You write it. You have a fingernail. You can type. You understand me? You hire persons for these departments. So hopefully we can improve right there, and we can get a bigger return out of that, because the biggest sponsors, I always believe, for any national team is not the sponsors you get after, is actually the fans, because that is the rawest money you can collect at all times. So the fans are always the biggest sponsors for me. Persons wanted the list. This is the list. So Canada coming in at 204 million. Obviously, money don't have everything to say on it, and we are going to just keep putting out the names. All right, so these are the names that they have on their list. So majority of their main players, and they have added this man back, which I think is the biggest problem on this field, because I actually think that he might be the best player on the field without the big name. So even though they have Jonathan David and Alphonso Davis and those guys, and we have Leon Bailey and we have Damari Gray, I want to say that Eustachio, if he's playing on his right level, he makes the other guys, even if they are subpar on the day, still push on and get the advantage. So he's the one that I think they have to stop on this field. Kone, as you saw him, he's at Watford. Very, very strong player. I think he has the ability to surpass even Eustachio, but I think Eustachio, we have to show him his respect. So that's the level of midfield that they're coming with, and they want to prove a point. The way they're talking, they want to prove a point. They are expecting Jamaica to do their best, and they want to prove a point in Jamaica as well. And I love the way they are prepared themselves. So if Jamaica get that win, as what Marlon says, that simply means we have to give Jamaica over the top and the coach over the top credit, because these guys are coming prepared. So yeah, man, go ahead, Marlon, and Solids if you want. No, Solids are cooked, so maybe you will be back and forward, in and out, Yeah. So people still fighting about the Blake conversation. Yeah, where's the JT?
No, say I'll let Marlon go.
Yeah, man. For the persons inside the chat talking about the Blake, no, man, I just said from my take, it's my take. I said based off what I saw, both of them, they did the national team. I like Wait every single time. I do see Wait play a game and Blake play a game. After that, it always seems like Wait put in something or make people know that yes, Jamaica have more than one keeper. So if an ex-keeper can't turn up, we look like we have a safe arms right there, and then we have a third string keeper getting his reps up as well, and showcase that he has quality in the games that I saw him in. So that's all I was saying. I'm not trying to start a war with the Blake Pillar fans them, Yes, I'm not trying to start a war. I've just noticed that, and remember, we are fans just the same, So we want to give a man his credit, because you can't beat people, just like what I did with Leon Bailey. Obviously, Leon Bailey got an assist now, so people will turn up for Leon Bailey, but I was giving him credit when he never had an assist either, because I was looking at the games he played. So today he had an assist and he's having good games from back to back to back to back. So I decided, okay, you know what? Perfect day for me to give him some credit, you know? Yeah. So that's just it.
JD, where is the press conference? Is the press conference on Zoom today?
Yes, it's on Zoom. That's what they said right there. It's on Zoom. You get the message or not? I will forward it to you. They said Zoom, and they give it the same thing. I think same thing that they were using before. Yes, I think they're gonna go back to that.
Ask the fans, JD, if they want me to go in the press conference today. I might just go in there and give it the press conference a little buzz. You know, what you think?
Just make sure you don't have Leon Bailey to war with. So I have no problem. I will be curious to hear what you're gonna ask. To be honest, you know, because the main question to ask is the purpose of that game. What good we can get out of that game?
JD, please.
Yes, yeah. I will. Let me forward it to you now.
I think it's an opportunity for players to get exposure at the international level, right? If you look at the Guatemala team, they have a few players that were in the Gold Cup, who were in the National League team as well. So it's a friendly game, and Guatemala still have a National League game to play. So I think it's an opportunity for them to really get some players to get exposure at a high level international game playing in the Red Bull Arena. So I think for us, I think it's a big gain for us.
Mm-hmm.
If you look like a Shaniel Thomas, who was really have a rich vein of farm in the Caribbean Cup, who really
Yeah.
Bradford as well, who did very well for our view, and it's not for them. The only player that I think should have been a part of this pool was should have been young Ezra from Cavalier as well. Did very well.
Christopher Angels you're talking about, right?
Yeah, I think he should have been there.
Yeah, man. I never talk about that from the first day. Can I tell him say he's the best young player under 21 I see in our country, you know? And people get upset when I say that. But I see the youth for 2 seasons now, and I think the youth IQ is up there, and his level of competition and body of work is bigger than everybody else one.
I think you have more than 100 games already, club games.
Yeah, but I'm saying under 21 because should them cost me when I say that. But I tell them what in playing now, because most of them just think in playing a JPL and this notion of once you play a JPL you're not good. So then you playing a Money Cup and you're good. Make that make sense? Make that make sense? Because the last time I think the JPL is better than the Money Cup. So if a man is 17 and I playing or 18 and I playing in the JPL, that not make him better than the man we're playing in the Money Cup as well too, if you're gonna use that. But obviously we have watched the games and then we get a chance to see him out in the Concacaf.
He hasn't played schoolboy football for 3 years, so it shows you something where he is.
I know, but Marlon, me not explain to you, but me I say then when me say that them curse me out. Because they want to say a style, me a try style them favorite ballers them and stuff. Because everybody have a Money Cup baller where them favorite baller for some reason. But I'm saying this youth is young as all of them, if not younger than some of them, and most of them, and he play from last year against Violet and them team that went on to beat MLS teams. So what credit we truly putting on this kid, you know? So I agree with you, man. I say it from the first day, he's the one that I wanted to see.
Yeah, man, he's a gem, trust me. A person who in football circle asking about him and how he has been performing, and people know really take a look at him.
Yeah.
Deserve the opportunity.
So but I don't know. I think leader give you some information. One second. RR says Malachi Douglas. Yeah, man, Malachi Douglas is good, just the same. But Malachi Douglas playing in the JPL as well. Karen says you know see Whisper gone. I don't know nothing about that, Karen. I only stay on the football part them, and we are having a football conversation. You understand me? We're having a football conversation, and yes, I would put him over Malachi Douglas as well. Malachi Douglas is good, you know, but I just believe that his kid at his age, I will put him over him. I will put him over Malachi Douglas as well. Daniel, we're not throwing shades, we're talking football, all right? Please stop thinking different, and that's the problem. I think it's only in Jamaican conversations I can come and say something, and then people think all sorts of things. You have to know all of the footballers, them, and then maybe you will stop things smutty. But I'm not throwing shades. A person said Malachi Douglas up there, so, and a person says Whisper, and I said I give my piece on it, all right, because those are the two that picked up the medal last year, and I thought that he outperformed both of them in the year as well, because he was playing at a higher level and he had higher competitions as well, and we can't say that it's a lie. So give him his flowers. He's a good kid, man. Go ahead, Marlon. Sorry about that.
And he make it to 3 final, JPA final, knockout final. Now is in Caribbean Cup final. He's gonna be playing in Concacaf Champions League. So we have remember he's a guy who's playing Premier League from 15 years old now. So we have to give him props.
Facts. Good work. Ainsworth, keep on promoting yourself. Keep on making the football do the talking. You know, making the football do the talking. Because I think if he goes to the Concacaf Championship and do well, that's going to be the place that kicks him off because of his age. I think they will take a chance on him faster than the majority of the others in the team. To be honest, because of his age.
Well,
what say you guys? Let me know if you like the player or not. Or you guys never had a chance to watch him. But if not, please do watch him first. Than just because other people have the hype and it's easier to get the coverage. Go and listen to what we're saying. First, go and investigate it. And then when you come back, we have the conversation. All right?
I think him and Shani Thomas, Shani Thomas, as I said, like I said yesterday about Tope, he seemed to be a better, different player than the 2 games I've seen so far. He has lost a lot of weight, looks sharper. He looks like the Tope that we know from before.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the play that is long and everything. He looks different for the preseason game that they sent me some clips of him in preseason. He has lost a lot of weight. Like Tapa really took him through a really rigorous preseason. And it's the same thing for Shani Thomas as well. He looks leaner, looks confident, and he has really really showing the quality that we know from JC days, right? And he has come now leading goal scoring in Caribbean Cup. So I'm looking forward to see what he will do against getting the opportunity against Guatemala.
Yeah. I like Thomas as well. I think Thomas shows that he has a bright future. So I'm going to be looking out for him on the team. Him and the team. I think the right back side want to see something there. Want to see something in midfield as well, because remember, we out here talking. Maybe Speedy might impress people. Maybe Speedy might be impressed. You get me?
Speedy will be speedy as usual. He will be speedy as usual. Possible a lot. I think the player that I'm excited to see getting a chance again. He did it against Peru when Prala was there. This year in Bedford. Looking to see back in it.
Marlon, listen to Daniel. Daniel said, okay, there's your answer. The game is being played to give Cavaliers the exposure. Wow. You see it now? And then you hear him just say, you can find out where these people brain cells are at, you know.
So,
we call out players.
But Cavalier giving exposure. There's 2 players from Cavalier in this squad.
Wow.
Remember, you know, the development fee is something to, you know, Marlon. So you have to look on where them develop as well, you know. A lot of them develop at Cavalier.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead, Marlon, because we have to have that strong conversation as well, too, you know?
Yes, I think everybody in the squad right now, they merit their game. Everybody in it merit their game.
Osea alone.
I agree there.
I think Ose is a question mark. He has done finished college now. I think
yes, he's the only one.
Campbell is to get a look at him.
And Phillips too as well, Marlon. Phillips, I don't think Phillips have done enough to make the squads them. I honestly believe so. If it's out of everybody else, Phillips will be the one when me gonna say he may do nothing to make the squads them. He just there because him there every time. That's all.
Remember, Phillips here with the first team, so he will be.
Yeah, but that we say Marlon, but him not do nothing. But him never did the first squad either. To be honest, Marlon, I say if me agree with you, say the other man them for there, but Phillips not for there. Based on
he has been the best midfielder in the league, right?
He has been the best midfielder in our league that's not playing, Marlon. Remember the other man will go with them get picked, and because of the JPL and them get picked because of them are playing in Europe. He never playing away, Marlon. We have to be honest, Marlon. But go ahead.
Remember that he was the only local player called to the Gold Cup squad.
Yes. We never see.
Marlon, all JD is saying is that he don't agree with him even being in the Gold Cup squad. That's all I'm saying.
No, he was in he was in the Gold Cup squad. He was there in the training squad. He went to Austria.
But I agree with them, Marlon, with the other man, them where them get called up. They say them deserve them spot because them play for them spot there. We see them and we say yes, them Utah are the best baller them we can pick out. The Bradford them, the Thomas them, a few of the man from Maggie team. Surprisingly, me have them in front of Maggie as well too. So that me just a harsh conversation of me have the other man them. I would have picked 3 players of Maggie team. And to be honest, obviously Romario Williams, he was in the team and he deserved to be in the team because him pretty much put us in this position where we are today. But a 3 other man made a pick off him team too as well. And then Maggie can be the 4th because we don't have another player for pick. But me not think Maggie do enough. So if Maggie not do enough, forget the pick. Me not think Phillips do enough as well. Because I think Maggie do more than Phillips. Even though a different position them play.
But JD, as I said, if you're gonna go by how he finished the season last year and he has been around the team, right? It's for me the same way. I don't have Foster in the team overnight because Foster has been around the team.
Okay. All right.
So you value the importance of being around the team over like the actual quality of the player.
But Jason, the guy have quality, but as I said, when you have the big name players there, you're not gonna expect him to go there and start over them. Right? And some of the time when you're a local player and you're around the big players, you're trying to really impress so much that you're not playing your game.
All right, but we don't talk about the players them that deserves it. I just said I don't think that he deserved this call up at this point. But the others, I like them. I think they fully deserved the call up. That's what I said. But if it's one player that I would have had question mark around, would have been Phillips. That's all I'm saying. I heard about the tournament that he went in before and stuff, but that's the only player that I would have had a question mark around. And then Osai, and I understand his situation because I got information as to what he's doing and the fact that he's coming back to football. I love that, and I love that he took the educational route as well. But that is my bias of always wanting people that's doing work and working hard and trying to educate themselves. But aside from that, those are the 2 players I could question. But everybody else, I think, deserve it. Phillips won the JPL. Big boss, oh my God, you know what? I'm not gonna be involved in these conversations. Brian Mighty, big up yourself. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. Okay, Brian Mighty, look like your mic now work. Brian Mighty, big up yourself. How you doing?
Unmute, Brian.
Okay, unmute yourself, Brian, because we not hear you. And that's how we like but Brian will do that on the next time. Yeah, man. Sorry, Phillips don't impress me. Okay, that's what Mr. Yee says as well. But we are not. I'm just talking about who deserves it and out of the players that played. That's all I'm saying still. And I never saw enough of him. I knew that he was playing the competition at the same time when the others were playing in the Concacaf leagues. So that's why I said that others could have been called in that place. Because if you're going to use he's around the team, well, this is the perfect opportunity to put other people around the team that can get familiar with the real game team. That has the potential that can make the team as well. That is my take as to the team part. Go ahead, Marlon.
Yeah, man, as I said, still, it's an opportunity for him now to really be one of the leading players in it now, for him to really go on a show. I belong here, right? Topi.
Mm-hmm.
King back again in the squad. Ming, I think it's an opportunity for him as well to really go there. He has been exceptional for Cavalier over in the Caribbean Cup as well.
Mm-hmm.
Really put himself out on the international level. I think Malik Foster coming back again, a player who was there in 2018, 2019, around Tapa, skillful player.
Mm-hmm.
Injury really derailed his career still. So he's back now. So I think it's an opportunity for him again to really put himself out there.
Mm-hmm.
He's another direct player with Beckford. I think those are two players along with Thomas. Looking to see what they will add.
Yeah. Marlon, the more the people are sending me that one video here. Problems affecting the JFF. Oh Lord. I'm not going to touch that today because I have to listen to it properly. Also, coming back. He's still playing in college. I won't be surprised if he doesn't make the game. Yeah, go ahead, Mikey. We're getting a feedback, Mikey.
Hold on. You're still getting the feedback?
Yeah. I'm wondering if you have the earpiece in.
All right. I don't have an earpiece, but
Yeah, I'm good now, Jerry. I'm good.
And just when we talk, it echo. So the start. Go ahead, Brian, Mikey.
yeah. So yeah, I was joining the conversation kind of late still, but I heard you were talking about Demario Phillips. So I'm not too perturbed with him being invited now. I think he would have had 2 90-minute games in the JPL, which he put in a good shift. Both times when we see him play. And I think he's one of those local players who are kind of always in and around the setup. So, I mean, if him always there around the setup, or not always, but if he's around the setup when we have quote-unquote first-team players here, then it stands to reason say if we have a team with not all the first-team players available because of the time in the window in which we call them, then he would have been invited. I realized that Romain Blake was removed from the squad. I think he was one of them that I was looking forward to seeing. Given that he's playing the MLS Next Pro with Lamont Rochester, I don't know why he was removed. But me tell you about Damani Osai already. He's a former national youth player. I'm kind of happy that he's got an opportunity. Shane Beckford is one of them too who was surprisingly been playing in the USL for quite a few years now. Because I think from him leave high school, he's played in the JPL like 2 times. And I don't think he ever play a full season. He always seems to be able to find a club in North America, a USL club to play for. And he's been doing really well for himself. So I hope him can come forth and put in a good performance and take a claim going forward. I think them fixtures are good too, because I think it gives the players who are, what I call, want a better term, fringe players an opportunity to play international football, and so the coach can look at them in a competitive settings, as opposed to the coach being here keeping camps during the week, because the camp during the week thing, I don't know how that's going to work out, because the players them who out here or who is in North America play for clubs. And so the during the week camp thing, I don't know how that's going to work out. So I think more of them games here, if it is possible for the federation to afford and to strike deals and things, I think these games will help the program a lot more.
Some smile, some fight.
Oh Lord, all right. So it look like Brian might have some technical issues, so we can't speak at the same time when Brian's speaking, because I wanted to ask him before we go anywhere, guys. Please do hit the like button. We are 1.5 hours and we have not hit 100 likes. So that is very, very much disrespectful. All right, at least for me. That's what I take it as. My normal thing is 200 likes. But let me continue right here. What I was trying to say is, it's the first time the coach will be around to get these guys playing games when no one else playing games. So I do believe that in the Concacaf, he would have had a better opportunity to look at these guys. Hence why I thought that others could have come in. But totally understand if you said that Phillips, you don't have any problem with him, which I never had much problems. I just said based on the context of the conversation, who never really deserved it based on what they have done. And I said, Phillips, I never said I never wanted him there. I just said based on that conversation. So I think people blew it out of the park. All right. Who picked the team? Hold on, let the people take a time, 100 likes on it. So do better than that, people. So get the likes up on the video, all right? Because at least from you come here, we are talking football, quality conversation, all right? Yeah, man. So just always remember the like button, because you know I'm not going to feel happy when I don't see it, all right? Who picked them? I don't know, all right? Just giving my take. All right. Bless up, Kevin. Thanks for joining back again. You joined the Wemaxit channel first today. Me covering the World Cup. Yeah, man. That is definitely nice. Yeah, but no problem. We'll move on from that. Just wanted to make sure I could have given my take on it. That's all. So guys, send in your questions. So let me just do the next half an hour by your questions. All right. So that's to show you some appreciation as to what you provide. All right. And with this system, we can take the calls and others on the panel could hear. So if you want to call in, you could. All right. Yes. The clip that someone sent me is to say that problems affecting the JFF on the field, TVJ, center circle. So you can go over to TVJ and listen to that as well. So it looks like they don't stop our problems.
Yeah, there's a big program last night. My dad called me and told me to look out for it when it drops today, so I'll watch it. But yeah, JD, just after yesterday's show, I had checked on Osei for a minute, and I remember I was saying I couldn't really find out what was going on in terms of where he's doing now, but he's actually playing this season with his university again.
Yes, but we said that yesterday as well. We said that, but I said where he's coming back from, the information that I've gotten where he's coming back from, to see that he went to college after and then still come back to this level. It tells me the determination of the player, and I have to give those people respect, you know. So yeah, I had known that he was playing, but just because of the incident, you know.
His
yeah.
team Saturday, so I don't know how that's gonna go.
He's not. He has to come to this. This is opportunity for him. Don't. Which one do you prefer? Playing for college or playing for the national team? Best one, national team. Give you a much more scouting report.
I know what he would prefer, but I mean, I don't believe that it's his call. He's a member of their team on scholarship, so he can't just tell them him not coming.
It's in the FIFA. No, it's a non-FIFA window.
It's a non-FIFA window, exactly.
Yes. All right, JD. What are you looking to see versus the Guatemala game? It's two-sided. Players that I'm looking for, and I think this is an opportunity for the coach to look at other systems as well. I think so. Because if you're going to choose players and you said, all right, you can choose any one of the players them, and it's not so much about the results, I want to think that you could try something new as to our core of players that we have, because we have a lot of players that I think they have questionable positions that they will take up in his system. So I would want to see how he fits them in a system that brings out more of their actual skill set. You know, not chucking Maggie over right midfield and hoping that he makes 4 tackles and then do his work on the opposite end. I want to see a little bit more. You know, that's what I'm looking for. Don't know what Marlon says on that, and Jason says on that as well. That's what I would say. Aside from the players then that I'm looking for, I would look at what the coach would do different. And for the persons that ask about the points, it could still serve as a points deduction thing, but it's not going to be so much. And when I've looked at all the players them that we have picked and what Guatemala have picked, I think all of them registered under are legitimate players that can represent Jamaica without any problems. All of them have their paperwork and everything. So I do believe that it will be points deduction if we lose the game, or if Guatemala lose the game, but it's going to be minimal. It's not going to be so much over the top. Maybe like they're going to work off like 1 point, like within 1 point. So if it's a draw, Guatemala, depending on how far they do rank, Jamaica might lose maybe 0.33, you know? So not 1 point, but 0.33 they might lose after that. So it's not so big. It's not so big. So that's for the persons that ask for that. So Jason, what you say about that when I said this is a perfect opportunity for the coach to work on certain things based off the players that was actually selected?
Yeah, I think that's something that I've been looking at as well, JD, because we've seen that no matter the makeup of the team, the coach tries to plug and play into his system. So I would think a game like this where it's, it's not really, yes, there are FIFA points on the line, but it's not like a do or die type of situation. I want to see how adaptable he can be. So I am with you there. I would love to see him, play one or two different type of systems in this game just to see how they could work. But we have seen in the past that he's a very rigid coach. So I'll be looking for it, but I wouldn't hold my breath to look for that. I think he's going to try to just play it his way, and the way we've been seeing them play, the 4-4-1-1 type of system. But you're right, JD. I think with the makeup of the team, it would be beneficial to him to maybe look at a back three or just look at something different, just to see, how they could how it would look, even with this makeup of players, just to see how it could play out.
Yeah, we're going to learn a lot after his press conference. Like what he's all about. Good afternoon, Facey. How are you doing? Who are you looking for? Looking for to stand out in this game? It's tough to say who is going to stand out, because we don't even know who is going to start. Because as we said, most of these things don't go with. No, it goes with rational thinking behind it, but obviously we don't know what he's going to do, and he's still fresh in our minds, so we have to still wait and see. So I can't even say who's going to stand up, because everyone said Maggie should start, and in his system I just believe that the others are much more favored than him, to be honest. Jeremy, big up yourself, thanks for being here, massive respect. Know yourself as well, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Jamaica Concacaf said, question, which member of this squad except Williams do you see knocking on the door to the main 23? Javian Brown in the 23 already, or maybe just outside the 23, but in the 23, 24. Wait in the 23, 24. I think, surprisingly, I think it's between King and Speedy. Surprisingly, it's between King and Speedy, but John Bell might be the one that comes out of it. Because of what we have to select from. If Amari Bell does not return, you have only Lembekisa or Latibo there as a person that just plays everywhere. So John Bell might be one that emerge as someone solid out of it, John Bell. But I think between King and Speedy Lee. All right, yes, because he's still looking for that person in midfield that can keep the football. All right. The squad leak. All right, where the squad leak? You send it to my phone. All right, just make up a story. All right, so if the squad leak,
which squad leak? The squad we have already.
Okay. Hey JD, why is it Big Ross?
National League squad, them attack.
Okay. Well, me know when the Nation League squad are. It's just people that make a propaganda. For this remain relevant, because you need to have an explosion conversation.
Well, the squad thing, JD. You get a squad, and then you get one from JFF, and then you get three more.
Yes, so there's no squad leak. It's just a propaganda. People try to build up. All right, yes, because even when the official squad name. I have always, listen to this, guys, for 2 years, I've always said the supposed squad for Reggae Boyz. And for 2 years consecutive, I have not been wrong. Jason, even when it released back from JFF, I'm always correct, So that means for 2 years, they have never said a squad an instant, and it's the same squad that went on camp. Never, ever. For 2 years, it never happened. Yeah, go ahead. And go ahead, Jason.
No, it's true because when you see the list and you're like someone like myself who track the players like religiously, there's always a person where we might know something before they do type of thing. But it's just strange that it always tends to happen, and we can call out the ones that are gonna have issues, and then so said, so done. No, sometimes the reasons we give are not the reasons they give, but the final result is they ain't here, and we told you that they wouldn't be here. So yeah, it's a bit shocking that it happens so frequently like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Nitro says, oh, not Nitro, Jeremy Miller. Hey, JD, when will the squad? I think the squad might be releasing today because it makes no sense. The game is going to be what, the 17th and the 21st, something like that.
Yeah, I have a
Next
feeling.
Friday.
I have a feeling that they're gonna go ahead and release it at the press conference today. But I could
Yes,
be
it,
wrong on
it, it
that
makes no sense. It makes no sense. So the squad
because I
has to
don't know
release
when they
today.
would have another press conference before the 17th. So
Yes, so it makes no
no idea.
sense.
Yeah.
Yes, but still take it with a grain of salt because you never may know. They're gonna say people playing and then two people get injured. That happens every single every single one. So sorry about that.
Man,
Question: Who deserve a call up?
that
We
them
discussed that
suitcase.
already. Yeah, go ahead. What is it, Jason?
No, I just said the man them get injured packing them suitcase and thing.
Yeah, man. Nitro, you can't tell me that next week Tuesday we're gonna release the squad when we only have one match between that. You release the squad just the same.
But
Canada had 3 matches since that time. Three matches their players played since they have released that squad. So I don't understand. Are 3 matches they're gonna play before the game? I'm saying, before they do reach lineup. And they released it just the same. If players get injured, what is it? You try to replace them down. You go ahead, Marlon.
yeah, but I think still, I think with the magnitude of this game, I think once the players are fit, they make themselves available. So I'm looking to see
Mm-hmm.
the whole EPL army coming out.
So
First
who you
release.
would have in a squad now? Because for me, I would have some changes to my squad. I don't know if the people want to hear that. But um,
Yeah, man. My proposed 23 look different from the ones from that been happening lately. A little bit, for sure.
mm-hmm. All right. Sports Corner says, Shined, do you do you do you whisper can break? Whisper. No, Shined. Let's move that. Whisper can break into Chelsea first team because a little bird inform us that the coach rate him highly. All right then. So well, we hear that him. Me never think him of the break into the first team. Sports Corner. Me hear say him go into the first team. So me no know. No bird never have informed you. That was what publicly stated. Big boss, son of bird never have informed you. So let's tell the bird say him not have to turn up. Him going to be in the first team. So people look out for that because that's what we were told. So me no want to hear no spinning corner now. Sports spinning corner. All right. Because of that hear from day one, Jason. So me don't know why him come and tell me about we hear saying him can't break in the first team. Brother, we not hear so them not go in the first team. So I don't know where you spin the story for. Yo, you know what I believe? I believe say, you know me not gonna say that, but I just believe
Transfer
say,
market never hear. Transfer
no,
market don't know the bird.
no. I'm just saying, my belief say it's a one network in a Jamaica where it's like them say some things and build up some propaganda and get steam from it, and then everybody is on the same propaganda leash. One conversation come out and it just propaganda down the line, Me don't know, because you don't tell me something already. I don't know, come and tell me something again. Just wait, no people, just wait. We have a whole next week and the other week as well. So let me just wait, please, God. Let me hear from the right source. Then, I don't want to hear from the Jamaica source. I just want to hear from the people, Pan Chelsea team. Because they can tell me the last time the coach said respect Mirsa Barstow highly. Yes, the last time Sports Corner, Whisper was there, and he said the young kid that he's impressed with was Mr. Barstow. So now Whisper to get him next chance because Mr. Barstow is at Sunderland. All right, so Let me just wait. All right, so give him a little chance. All right, give it a little youth, little chance. Make him go the what the new dance at Jamaica name. Anyone have the new dance? Make him do that and party and enjoy himself. All right, and we will be watching. All right, yeah, man. Let me move on. All right, so Mr. Man, I don't know. I just realized one network cult. That is. Let me take a picture of that. That is what I think. The one network cult. That is the perfect comment for the day. The one network cult. Let me take a picture of the one network cult right here so I can save it in my phone. Jason, what do you have to say about that? The one network cult. I am leaving that right there for the rest of the day. The one network cult. That's what I think. That is a perfect answer. One network cult. Alright, so let me go into it now. We wanted to do a separate video. I'm breaking down how the squad should look. You get me? Omar falling. Believe me, not no go so, brother. Not no go so. It's just the one network cult them. I try to come spin the narrative so when what they need to say from first now go the same way, they have a next backup to say they had said something, you know? As if like a 24-hour news live. JD, maybe this left back from Ghent will be in the squad. Archie Brown, he's 21 years old. All right, thank you very much. JD, you never hear the man gonna start against Man City. Oh, well, tell you what, you know, Man City will be there. He's a big baller in the Manning Cup and in the Jamaica team. So I wouldn't be surprised if he starts in the Chelsea team. You know, he doesn't need any time. He just going to the City team, in the Chelsea team. Jackson trash. Jackson trash. Jackson not trash. Jackson need 50 chances to score. And then man score 5 goals in one game. So why would I not put him in the team? Yeah, why you talk about Jason? Jackson not trash. Jackson should sink Arsenal. Yeah. We don't. I'm sorry, I never whisper play because if I whisper, Arsenal are done. Jason, what you talk about? I want you, man. Jackson are trash. I've never hate a man so like Jackson. Jackson is something else, man. Like man, if you just dump up Arsenal, yeah, man. You know, man, it's terrible. You know, ask expression. Ask expression. Expression share the same belief as me. Him say Jackson are trash. Jackson will never score a hat-trick for him team. And Jackson go out there and score a hat-trick for him team. That's why you never talk too. That's why you never talk too hard, you know. So me not gonna talk about Jackson too much, you know, Jason. Jackson, he was poor. His conversion rate is poor. Alright?
Keep on a get chance. Why? If the man ever start score or put them on target, bro.
So Jackson, he's just poor conversion rate. I'm not calling him trash because he will be playing. City next. So I don't want to say him a trash and him come out here and score a trick. No, I said I hate Jackson. That's what I said. I never said I hate Arsenal. So Arsenal people, need to stop texting from a star. I just said the man get a chance. Jason, the man never get a big chance. So just put it over the keeper damn head. Boy, man try to take round keeper. Oh my God.
I do him always do foolishness, yeah.
So me watch the football and Arsenal me just eat.
But JD, your purpose is to Arsenal. The man missed chance against every side.
Yeah, but I talked about Tottenham as well. So why would I have to come on? I just Arsenal want to. I just try to show people.
We don't want you to talk about Arsenal. We're talking about Tottenham, and you bring up Arsenal. Why? Just love Arsenal out there.
No, because me try to show him same do them something. They always. I mean, I see other people that score it. That's why I'm saying. You know, Arsenal. Dear my God, every day me eat something. Today Arsenal me eat. All I just said, I think that Whisper would have scored a goal and Jackson miss. That's all I said. So impossible could just put him in the team. You know, because Jackson not score, but him just score a trick. So you know, me shut my mouth here, man. Because him gonna be playing Manchester City next. So yeah, so him gonna shut my mouth. let me just shut my mouth because after the match there, after that match, after the City match, and he missed 4 more chances, I am coming back out and say Jackson not trash because me know me not playing back again for now, and the people might just forgot. All right. What them say? Let me say. I never mentioned this to you, JD, but I'm a Man City fan. What up, man? You need to join the program one of these days, you know. JD, Arsenal trash. I have not said that, Kevin Facey. Please, God, they have so much Arsenal fans on the channel. I am not going to say that Kevin Facey say that, all right? I have nothing to say on Arsenal. I have never talked about Arsenal. I talked about Jackson, what he has been doing, and his conversion rate is a little bit off. Him and the next one, they're Liverpool. They have some bad conversion rate, and where they are missing chances from is astronomically terrible. All right, that's all I've said. All right, that if he scores a hat-trick against City, you know, which I don't think will happen, but you know, yes. JD, I am a Chelsea fan, and me not like Jackson either. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so people be honest to themselves. Imaxit, JD, the man, them in the chat, on the job. Bless up yourself, Travis. That's why we don't see Travis in Barca hold him. Whisper, John Doe said, Whisper bringing Chelsea to Champions League next year. All right. JD, you realize say a Phoenix players dominate Manning Cup again? I don't know who is Phoenix players in a sports corner. I'm just analyzing players and put the players them name. So it's good when I don't know it's Phoenix players. So when I come and talk about them, people can see that I'm not biased, you know? Yes, no. I think if I had no. I think that came out wrong because they would say it's because I don't know it's Phoenix players, hence why I'm coming talking highly of them. But I do talk highly of the players them. Fear. Most Jamaican fans don't understand levels of football. Think you mash up some 16-year-old in high school and mash up Prem. Well, Mr. Man, the man them said them I say. Leave the man them said them I say. All right. Can we get back to Reggae Boyz? But we have been talking about Reggae Boyz. Whisper played for Reggae Boyz, so we just put it in the context of Chelsea. Yeah, Andrew Chambers, don't play with my man. Don't play with my big man. All right. Pull back the video, and they get 1 hour and 50 minutes of Reggae Boyz talking. You so happy in my face look when me talk about Chelsea? All right. John Doe says, Whisper top 5 player on Chelsea right now. Good Lord. Oh, Lord. Judgmental Deity said, at least Jackson can finish. Unlike Nunes. Nunes, bad still here, Jason. He's bad in the man.
That miss was a legendary miss. I don't know how. Did you see Salah's reaction? Man. You saw Salah's reaction when he missed?
No, me never look on the Salah's reaction. Me look on the coach. The coach is tired. You know, my boy can do him teeth because he have some false teeth in his mouth, you know. Jurgen Klopp, you know. The way him doing teeth, them in there, you swore that Jurgen Klopp would have gotten some new dentures. The man tell
the crazy thing with Nunes, he will miss that and then score a 40-yard screamer after that. I miss every easy chance. I score a backway header after that.
All right. So Aldian says, I just personally think we as Jamaican don't think we are or can be better than anyone else. Aldian, the one thing we don't think, Aldian, is we don't overhype ourselves. We think we measured ourselves properly. So we always get the data and then tell the truth on the data. And the problem is, we are not normally better than nobody else in football, Aldian. So if you had tried track and field now, and then hear my speech on track and field, then you would have realized that I would have given them their flowers. You get me? So I think Aldian, in life, because I don't like to use the real world because people said it's so disrespectful, like me I put on Jamaica. So let me not use the real world as well. So in life, we have to always get data before we can have a conversation. You understand me? Just like how we say Nunes, terrible. Jackson, trash. You understand me? Because we have data to say so. You get me? But you now have zero data and something, and then you want me to go over the top and glorify it. Listen to how this sounds now, because that is borderline delusional. You understand me? Because you have no data, and then you want we to come up here and big up our chest and say we are the best. It makes no sense in no parts of the world. That's why thousands have come back and say Jamaica is not a real place, because it looks like just our culture and our behavior alone stay so. I'm telling you, I have had a conversation with everybody, and them can always say this man a trash. Ian Nacho the other day, a Nigeria team, the man must say a trash because I missed 2 chances. People can just talk ballsy. Sorry for use that words again. You know?
You know what the problem is, JD? It's like all right, we spend a lot of time evaluating players, right? But it's like some of the people in the fan base want, when we are evaluating the Jamaican talent, we must use different like metrics to come up with the evaluation. So we were talking about Whisper's best position, right? And everybody pretty much agreed that him kind of need to grow into the central striking role. Like he don't really have all the attributes needed to play there yet. Yet still, everybody's saying, "Oh, Jackson is garbage," and Whisper will go score 100 goals. So what, we forget that he's not going to be a striker and he's going to play wide. Like, so it's just those things. Like, if we're going to have the conversation, let's just have it realistically.
Yes, it's not no, and that don't mean we hate nobody. You know,
Right.
it's just borderline delusional. Like the way we speak is like we get up every day and I say, all right, in a fantasy league we play, and a fantasy outer road we depend now. So it's a fantasy conversation we have. So me I deal with real life, a fantasy. Same way, I go down the road. So me are the biggest thing, me are the best thing. Cause from I tell myself so, I saw it go. No, the thing is, I can give you a different way to that. If you actually know what the best thing is, and you know you don't have it, you will know what to look for, so you can become the best thing. But when you just go and be the best thing, you not develop nothing. So tell you what, anywhere you were, you're gonna always stay on that damn level because you don't know what else is required. Because you know, say you're the best thing, you're so light, you so that can be this chopped up, Jason.
That's the part, JD. That I think it's like we don't do the kid any favors by not just like being honest with him, because he's gonna go there now, and you know how many times you see the players go, JD, and they do an interview and they say, "Boy, I thought I was so ready," and then when I went to the first training session, I'm like, "Damn, this is a different league, you know, it's a different level." And it's never about the things that we praise. So they never say, "Boy, I was slower than everybody," but it's always the things we want to eliminate that they struggle with. The mental aspects of the game, the tactical side of the game. And we don't put any emphasis on those sides. And the only reason why we do that is because it's beneficial to us when we evaluate our players to leave that out. Because those are the marks that when they knock them down. So we act like it don't exist.
But Jason, you realize how fast them a bad man for go back to Jamaican conversation? Because everybody could have said in the chat that Jack's not trash because he missed this and that chances. You realize that? You're so universal, everybody, all the most delusional human being in the chat.
But we watch the game. We watch the game in Haiti, right?
Please don't say it.
A birdie told us that Whisper was exceptional and ran the left back ragged. And ran him so ragged that he had to come off at half time because he was tired too. Because he was running around. And instead of people saying, excuse me, we watched the game and he struggled. He was having a warm time. He didn't know where he was positionally, and the game was beaten. The man played an entire half and didn't complete a pass in a half. I mean, that's hard to do. I mean, you can even pass it back to your right back right there behind you for a simple, accurate pass. He couldn't even do that in the game. So let's just be honest, people. The kid has exceptional talent, but there's a lot to be worked on for him to reach the highest level.
Well, the facts is there, but nobody in Jamaica want nothing about the facts, you know. And even though I don't like this brother, this ball-head brother, where head ball like mine, I tend to sometimes, even though I can't stand him actually come to the same conclusion as me now. A lot of time in that ballad, brother, you know.
Oh, the Cuban?
Overall Tracy,
Oh,
him
that
come to the
man,
same
yeah.
conclusion as me majority of the times, but yeah, sometimes I think him can't differentiate certain things still. But yeah, but
So
aside
look,
from
what
that,
did he
yeah.
say? What did he say on the player that I missed?
No,
What did he
him never talk about the player. Him just talk about Jamaican people stay. That this era,
Okay.
Jamaican people are some of the most delusional people. Like, them don't want you to tell them nothing about the truth. Them don't even want to bring them the facts. They must tell us, say, yo, just tell me what we need. The only positive out of the conversation. So if you have a whole book, just tell me what me want to hear. And just move on with the rest of the book. And that's so with actual culture the today. Because I've watched a lot of things, and that's what them always want. Anytime we have a game, realize at the most, anytime the game finish, they must say, JD, just tell me the good when we're going in a game. I mean, no one hear we not do good, just talk about that alone. And me hear him do it on a different subject, and then him do it on a different subject, and that's so we think. I just saw the modern day people them are sound off. Them don't want to hear about nothing. And then when me watch England, every time an Arsenal show start, them start, them talk about the positive and the negatives them. And majority of the times are the negative them. Because you know what? Them want them team to be better. So them want that to be fixed. So them I like that. Jamaicans don't want I like nothing. But them want it to be fixed. So how we gonna know what the truth is if we can't tell the truth? You understand me? Yes, so it is very tough. And we need to wake up to reality, because that's not how the rest of the world stay. Yeah, man. But make we just hope for the best for the people. Exceptional talent is Zaire Emery. And Umza said Whisper is decent. I think he's exceptional coming from Jamaica, but on the worldwide stage, I wouldn't put him in the exceptional bracket, because I have the pool at the worldwide stage of players them. But I understand where I come from. You're in France, obviously. Majority of the high level players them, the highest level facility is actually in France. So you're going to see a different level of players. Everybody in France does come and win the Manning Cup and score 700 million goals, because they have been taught to play football from 8 years old. When they are playing everybody in the world level tournaments, the talent tournaments, they always look exceptional. They are going to be at this World Cup. They are going to look exceptional again. So if you have a conversation, you have to just have the conversation on Jamaica. Because if you're going to lead from when you say that, it's going to lead to more reality. And it's going to start to eat the player, when really and truly you just give more information, So, yeah, so we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone and move on. Resist the negative Jamaican rant. No, I am not ranting. I'm just trying to explain to people how fast we could have brought down a next man, because he's from Senegal. Saying the good, which we know he missed the chance for real, because me I say my trash, but how fast we can accept it. But once we are talking about our own people, we seems to have no balls. The ball's gone. Bro, why keep saying I don't know, Marcelo, is people in the chat saying that?
Yeah, I think sarcastic Guna saying it, man. I don't think him serious.
Okay, it's Guna saying it. Okay, it has nothing to do with me, people. People smash the like button and get the likes up and make we have a decent time. But at least people understand that we are in different locations, so sometimes our reflection on life won't be the same, as you know, because we can't go to the door and act like, oh, we can act in Jamaica, or act like what the new trend in Jamaica. Me can't do that, or else nobody now gonna deal with me. You get me? Because if I go in and act like I'm me, are the best thing in the workplace, and I never work a day yet, the man fire me right there. It just, whenever I show you the walk around in the place and I say, yeah man, I'm here, I know all of that already. I'm here, I take over the place. You can't tell me nothing. All right, you can't tell me nothing.
As soon as the introduction done, you
all right.
The exit next.
All right, so yeah man, I eat that for you. All right, yeah man. Interim, don't call back the brother. Yeah. Don't like him. You get what you look for. Yeah. Big up Umzo. Yeah man, yeah man. JD silly, the ball's gone. Oh my god. Yes, the squad should be dropped today. Dropping today, yes. We should have learned from Bailey. The same thing would have been this said before he mashed up Belgium. James Smith, nobody not talk but not way I talk about. Because clearly, not care how intelligent you go on like you can do for other subjects. Once it said Jamaica, your wiring gone. You know, have no wire. Yes, and that is my biggest problem. You have to learn to just differentiate the thing them and have conversation regardless. Nobody had said nothing just a while ago on anything. Let me get the call. Good day, big boss. How are you doing?
There, man. There, listen to the
One
show,
second.
you know?
Let me get the thing so I can hear. Jason,
Yeah,
are
man.
you guys hearing him?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing him clear.
Okay. Yes, Jermaine, go ahead.
I heard you touch on a point ago, which was very good. I've been hearing some people say, you know, stop being negative about the JFF and blah blah blah, right? Which is, you know, I understand some people's point of view, but all we are saying is just come clean with us, get some improvement, and then you know we will stop. You know what I mean? When you start to clean up your house, then we will, you know, then the fans and everybody will start to accept you, right? I know it's, you know, it's wishful thinking, right? But what I see is you know, you have some people who's just like you, and then you know somehow you know they got close with JFF, and then you know maybe they switch. You also have a few in media that have a certain platform.
Okay.
You know, they use their show, and you can tell that they're clearly biased.
Okay.
They go after people. It's like there's two things happen, but they only go after, you know, they what do you call it now? Defend the JFF in a sneaky way.
Okay. Okay.
No, all we asking them to do is to, you know, be honest with us. You know, show improvement, and then you know we are 100%, you know, behind you. But just be honest with us. Stop lying to us. You know,
Okay.
we want to see you succeed.
Jason,
One thing
you're hearing
about
Jermaine?
Yes, man, I'm
Yes,
hearing
man.
him clearly.
And Jermaine, you're hearing Jason?
No, sir.
You're not hearing him? Okay, I
No,
don't
sir.
know what
Jason
happened
gone
there.
on vacation.
That mean me not do something right then.
All right, never hung up.
No, man, you know, hang up, man.
Sorry, man.
Finish your point, Jermaine. Finish your point, man. But I just think it should have be,
Yeah, you know,
it should have work, you know? I might me I do something wrong then.
it's like you did something wrong, man. Keep fixing your stuff, man. So, you know, all we're asking for, you know, is the JF have to be honest with us. You know, stop playing these, you know, silly games with us. We're not stupid now.
All
We
right.
see what's going on. You know, we see what's going on. I was watching TVJ the other day, which I not is it TV, it's Sportsmax. And man, I have to give them big credits, man. You know, they interview Mr. Ricketts and they interview Mr. Anderson, right? And he said something, and then Sportsmax then kind of diced it up. And he said something about, you know, what he's doing, and you know, but back to what I say, all we're asking for them to do is to show some improvement. You know, they don't have to be 100%. You know, I mean, just show the fans and you know, and Jamaica say, listen, we're here. We know we are clean up a game. We're gonna try and make some strides, as you were saying about Arsenal and you know teams in England. When they're on TV and you call it the guys on YouTube and so forth, they criticize them harshly. They don't have no mercy upon them. Oh my God! You think so? We rough? You want to hear Arsenal fans go at Arsenal? Oh my God! But they do that because they have a passion. They want to see the team become much better. What say you on this topic?
I do agree. But I'm going to make Jason get in the conversation. Because it look like it's not working out. On the phone call, like everybody, it surprised me why it's not working.
So
Because I
Jermaine
think
still
it
can't
should
hear
be
me.
working easily. I don't know what happened. I will fix it though. I will fix it.
I think Jason phone dead, man.
No,
In a
man, me
charging
here,
phone.
man.
Yes, Jason, hearing you. But I'm just surprised that it's not
You might
coming
hear
through.
me
No,
because I
I am
want to
hearing
hear his
Jermaine,
response. But at the end
but
of the day,
Jermaine
though,
not hear me.
we want the best, for Jamaica football.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever it takes, and all we want everybody to do is just put the ego aside, everything aside, the fans and everybody. Because I'm willing, right? I'm willing to say, you know what, guys, let's put all this behind us and move forward. Just be honest with us.
All right.
Just everybody work for the better football. Drop this and drop that. Let's just work for one Jamaica.
All right.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna listen to you and Jason.
All right. Respect, bossy. Respect.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that was the great big bad German. All right. So we have Jamaican Guna. Clearly that phone thing not working out. I will sort it out later. I'm not gonna do no more calling show until I fix it. So yeah. But yeah. So yeah, we have Jamaican Guna in the building. We wanted to close, but Jamaican Guna turn in. So let me hear what Jamaican Guna saying.
Yeah, bless up JD, Jason, and all of the family in our chat, is me.
Okay.
Just there.
Why Jamaican Guna? Sound so crystal clear. But me I get a feedback Jamaican Guna.
Yeah, I get a feedback.
Yeah, like when me talk.
Oh no, me not have none on my device them on.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just wanted to chime in a little bit. I think we need to. We're all excited. I have a few little topics that I need to touch on. There's a few. Number one that I wanted to touch on was the situation with Whisper. I hear some people coming to some delusional arguments, and as I say, falling for propaganda. And we have to give the young man his space to grow and to become the player and to fulfill his full potential. It aided Leon Bailey immensely when he was out of the vision of most of the Jamaican public. He didn't get to see anything. He was basically doing his thing, and most of Jamaica didn't know that he even existed. It aided him a lot to become the player that he is today, that he's playing in the top league in the world. And what happens is that a lot of those players, they look on social media, and not everybody have the same mentality. So some people fall for the gas. And we have all seen multiple players who were great prospects who did not reach the levels of what people had thought they would have. Freddie Adu. So we must be cautious with this young man and allow him to grow and become the player that we all think he can become. Now, don't put him under no delusional pressure. We're talking about a young man who played a season of Manning Cup and did extremely well. He got called up into his national program, and he's doing. I wouldn't say good, I wouldn't say bad, but I would say okay. He did okay. He doesn't look. He's not blowing and he's not pulling up any trees when he's playing in the national team. And we have clubs in the Premier League that can beat multiple national teams across this globe, including Jamaica. And if you were to put Chelsea team versus the Jamaica national team with all our big guns blazing in there, there's a high chance that the Chelsea team would beat Jamaica. So we must be careful of what we're doing and what we're saying, especially when it comes to our younger talents. Let them bloom and let them grow. I think we should look out for something when we're talking about our young players. We must look at the greatest feeder clubs in the world. Amsterdam, Ajax, RB Leipzig, Red Bull Salzburg. These clubs that basically get their fame. Genk is one of them as well, who get their fame from the players that they sell. And when we see these teams getting players in from Jamaica, young players, when we see our young players going to these teams that have a high quality academy, that have produced so much world-class talent, that is when we should really say, yeah, we feel like our young players are really making that impact to bring through you know, to get the best out of them, because we have to look on the reality and see the avenues that most of these top players take, and not just when them reach at the top level. We have to look at how did they get there, what route did they travel through, and you will see some of these top academies across the world coming into Jamaica and looking at talent, and yes, 3, 4, 5 players get signed to Ajax Amsterdam, or you know, then we can say yes, this is looking good for our younger players. So we want the best for the player, obviously, because he's a Jamaican player, and we always want to see our Jamaican players doing well, regardless of if they're born here or not. That's just my view. I know some people may have a different view, but I feel extremely proud when I'm watching a match and I see Aston Villa versus West Ham, and I see the Jamaica flag on Aston Villa when Bailey comes up, and I see the when West Ham team comes up, and I see Antonio's flag out, and I see Jamaica over there. There are multiple nations in the Caribbean that don't have any players playing in the top league in the world. So I am proud. You know, it's great to know that my flag is being recognized. We're not a footballing nation of such. We're an athletics nation, and to see players representing us, are players that we see the flag then, you know, flowing high. It's a great feeling for me as a Jamaican. It gives me a lot of, you know, it warms the cockles of my heart. So so let's just give the young man little space to grow and stop putting youth under some delusional pressure, which I see a lot of these people are. And they have to remember that the people that are in control of the young man, they are going to market him and they're going to talk highly of him. They're not expected to do anything else. That's their job. If I a PR campaign to say good things about me, I will expect them to say good things about me and to spin everything that I say into a positive way. So anything I say, I'll do. So allow the young man to go, please, and stop put the young man under some delusional pressure. To put him in the first team of Chelsea is not something that is going to happen right off the bat. So let's get that straight. Chances are he'll go in the under 18s. If he's good enough, he probably gets loaned out by it comes in January and stuff like that. So just give him space. He's not like he has come into the Jamaica national team and has scored 15 goals in 3 matches. So we can say, oh wow, this player is something different. You know, we are talking about a player who's playing maybe 9 matches and score 1 goal. As a goal scorer. So just give him a little time, make him grow, man, please. That's the first phase.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jamaican Guna, with the 4K mic. I need a new mic. No, you know, because yeah, my mic not sounding so 4K-ish. Yes, no problem. Thanks very much. I think that is well said. And as what we know, the older persons should always grow the kids them as well. So not because it's not your kid, you still have some input on it as well. So a kind word from Mr. Jamaican Guna is always good, you know. Yes. And I do agree with it, you know. In my real estimation, I don't think he's on that level as well. And I think he needs time. But obviously, we have to look at the side from the person that's trying to sell him as well. So they might need more and need it fast too as well. So maybe that forced them to push people to certain levels. And maybe that's what we need to start looking at too as well. At the level of coaching that we have in the country, or what level we should push the players them. And how fast we should push the players then, because we have seen a lot of players going through and maybe they had the talent to push on, but maybe they were forced to do certain things and then it's not good enough for them. So should we be looking at these agents and asking if they are truly doing a good job? Because sometimes we said, oh, you them eat a food, but I've heard from countless guys when they're saying that they I've learned from countless guys, and what they have said when I heard them doing interviews back with our Jamaican people, and they have said that they just went there too fast, and when they're there, they couldn't link with anybody, and they couldn't deal with certain situations. I went overseas and played football as well, and I had similar complications, and I've shared it in a more joking manner. And we had fun and stuff, but it shows. All right, for instance, Remember last year when they said, I never wanted to bring this back up, but because obviously I was proven right. Remember last year when we said about when I read the article and explained to the people what's his name again, signed for, and it was the younger circle, and they said they are going to do the analysis on him at the end of the year. Ziminis, Tariq Ziminis. And I heard people come here and say, what may I disrespect the youth for by saying he signed for younger circle and this and that. And he got a chance to go up there to the big team. I went there to watch the match itself. He never touched the field in the game that I went and stuff. But when I went there and saw the other guys, and start doing my research and realizing these guys are $20 million footballers that's looking to move on. He's competing with. So he's just left out a Manning Cup and JPL and the Jamaica national team, and he's going up against $20 million ballers. Some of the players them have the highest technical ability in the world. That's the countries those ballers are coming from. He's running competition with. And you know what I heard Jamaican people saying? Oh, he not forget the call for Jamaica because he can't make the team. But you don't even know because there's nobody in Jamaica team, national team now, better than even the forward that he's trying to run position with, because he's one of the he's one of the exceptional young talent in Ueda is one of the exceptional talents them coming through. He's a batch of those guys, and they have Denke now. Denke is one of the exceptional young talents them coming through. So if him can't get no game, it is not because it's just because he's just not on that level, and it's going to take a while for him to be on that level, because that is an exceptional level. You understand me? And those kids are going to, the kids are, look, watch that player at his club now. Look and see if he's not going to be sold for 15-20 million by next year. So, and Zimenez don't value $1 million as yet. You understand me? So it's hard for the man to get on the field. You get me? So sometimes I think we have to be careful of how we deal with these people. But not that, but just the fact that they were trying to sell a propaganda and sell out a bag of fake news, and I have the actual article showing where the man signed to, and people in the space still tell people, oh, them and him a best friend and all sorts of foolishness. And it turned out that I was right, because I was not right. I was just reading the paper. So I never need to be a friend with persons. You understand me? I could just tell the truth, because the truth was in the paper. And it's not Jamaica where you need to tell a bag of lie, for hype up something, for get respect. The people must tell you exactly what it is and what you need to do, because they want you to achieve that. They spent their money on you, so they want you to achieve the goal. So they are going to put it out there to make you know exactly what will happen, you know? Wells, I have never talked to you, Wells, and I don't care what you want to say. If you think that Jamaica have the best talents, no problem. We don't have the best coaches, them, Wells, and the coaches them say that them own self. So I guess maybe you are coach them, all right? Because how can you be the best at something when you don't know what you're doing? So you're gonna learn to face reality, Wells, all right? And you kind of get on my nerves some the other day. You understand me? Yeah, because me I try motivate youths by telling them sensible thing, and me realize the sense is where you're far from Wells. All right, so me I gotta just leave you alone. Make you just comment every day. I'm in a pain of mind, because I don't know what I've said to belittle anybody. I don't know what I've said. I think you don't understand one word that came out of my mouth all along. You get me, Jason? But all I'm trying to say is you saw how fast. So him say Zimenez soon value 40 million. Did I say the people? Did I talk negative of Zimenez just a while ago? Because it looks like comprehension is one of the farthest thing from Wells' capability. What did I say wrong about Zimenez just a while ago? Jason, no support me, just a support Zimenez.
Yeah, you were just explaining.
Oh my God, Jesus God!
You were just explaining
wow.
how when he signed over there, when you were just explaining how when he signed over there,
wow.
everyone was reporting that he was signed for Circle Braga. and you just were clearing it up that he actually was signed to Young Circle, you know.
Just your internet chip out, big boss. Your internet chip out. Me don't know what going on. So people, this is Wells is the perfect Wells is the perfect human being. Wells is the perfect human being. Jamaica can't reach nowhere at all. With people like Wells, you have nowhere going. I'm telling you, when you reach 11th grade, you can't graduate. Wells is that type of person because the man not understand one word that I've actually just said. Because all I'm doing just a while ago is actually bigging up Ziminis and telling Jamaican people to be realistic and stop mash up the youth them and force them into situation. And this man don't understand one word that I've just said. And the man come and try bash me. Wow. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you, Wells. You are far from reality. There is some sarcasm there, JD. Yes. So, no man, I'm smoking man. Wells, every day him come in a chat, him come a war with me. Alright? Okay, what going so? Because all topics, let me down the show because it look like it looks like some drugs some of them man are pan because man I talk about things that we not talk about. Alright, so big up yourself, Tennessee. Hope you're okay. But the one Wells, something wrong with him, man. Because I'm here supporting the youths them and I try give people from my viewpoint because I'm here with the guys them. And I'm telling them that sometimes they put unrealistic pressure on the youths them and mash up the youths them. Alright, and when the youths them come back, them say the youth them are cruff. You understand me? Yes, so I think it's Jamaican people are the problem. Alright? Yeah, let me say it straight. I own the problem. Some want to make money off of the youths them head. I own the problem. And some want just want to hype up the youth them because couldn't reach nowhere in life and want to push the youth them over the edge. I own the problem. Alright? Yes, that's how I try to tell you. Alright, we need more sensible people close to youth them to help them. So parents, please, just take over the pitney them. Alright? Go ahead, Jason.
No man, I just laugh after you and the chat. I go back and forth.
Yeah man, I smoke. No man, I mean the one Wells. Me have to tell him say him don't well. He is not well. Nothing about him named Wells. You get me? Okay, Nitro said some Jamaican people, bro. Stop stereotype. Okay, oh Lord God. Alright, you know Nitro? I said the wrong word. Oh Lord. Alright, all me say people want to help the youths them. Help the youths them. The youths them want help, want to research and have good conversation with the youth them. Stop trying to use the youth them as a meal ticket. Alright, stop use them as a meal ticket. Try help the youth them because me figure it out for my own self. The youths them want help. Alright, not use them as a meal ticket and leave them out there in the wilderness. They need help. I'm a see it for myself. Majority of them youths are not send go foreign and them need help. They need help and they need to truly help them. That's all I'm gonna tell them. Some of the wicked people want to say an agent. When they need help, when they help the people them. Alright? Yeah man. And me I say that directly. Me I say that directly from knowledge what me have. They need help people. Alright? Yeah man. JD, you have to understand that when a person is not intelligent, they will be offended easily because of the obvious. Okay, I'm very sorry. That is true. Yes, Michael Sadler, me not pay them my mind, but me have to smoke him again. Yes. Brain Train says, whisper will fade and falter if his father is not there to support him. All is good now, but during those times you need real support. Not Butler's bigger, faster, stronger bullshit that is coming from Brain Drain. That is the first time I heard this man came out and cussed bad words. So that means this man is feeling the pain of the youths them. Alright, Brain Drain. Thank you very much for that well said statement, sir. Alright, yeah man. JD, you really make me disrupt your program? No. Me have to smoke you so people know that they should not come with foolishness when I'm beating the drum. You understand me? Yes. The youths are business displays. Oh my God. No, detonation, you cannot say that. You cannot say that. The youth them need help. All right, JD, I'm curious. Is Atkinson still playing ball for Iceland? For Iceland or in Iceland? Which one? You better go play for Iceland.
Yeah, man.
Just
when you
curious.
play for the country now, you go play for the country. You know, that's what they say from the Qatar story. Everybody are play for the country now.
Yes. All right. Detonation, big up yourself. All right, people. So smash. Let me see. Because I'm at 2 hours and minutes the likes, them they're 200. Okay, we reached 150. Thanks for the 150 people. I am not going to change. I'm going to keep on burning people out. And Nitro that keep on telling me so I need to choose the right word. You get me? Yes. Shutter. Turn up on Friday. All right, Shutter. The sad part is you educated journalists spreading the same false narrative in Jamaica. Its FM is infected. What upon so Nitro, you're burning us out. All right. Nitro, what upon Nitro? Tell me what upon wrong, Nitro. I can't believe JD and make me get in him head. No, me smoke you, bossy. I smoked you, all right? But people, tell you what, I have to order my food, which will take a little while to come. And I'm not going to say what I'm buying because there are people that check what I buy every day and I watch my pocket. So I am not going to advertise, but I'm going to buy some food, all right? Yes. So I have to run. All right, so I'm going to make Jamaican Guna same piece, in final piece, and just same final piece. And please smash the like button and get us to 200 in that time. All right, yeah, man. Okay, thank you, Nigel. Go ahead, Jamaican Guna.
Yeah, me just want me run out today with the S pa my chest, you know, for be sarcastic going on. Yeah, because the delusion is real. But I just want to turn back the focus on the game coming up versus Guatemala tomorrow, right? Well, next week, right? So I am
Jamaican Guna just through the tomorrow the game. But through the feedback, kill me. So I have to mute my mic.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So the squad that has been selected, I would consider it maybe a C squad. But based on the fact that it is outside of a FIFA window, this is maybe the best that we can assemble, give or take a few players. There's never a squad that has ever been called in the history of football that everybody agrees with. So there's always players in there that people think shouldn't be there, and there's always players not in there that people think should be. So what we have to do is just support our team and hoping that they can pull off a win, and hopefully we can find a 1 or 2 player that can be added to the main squad, because we definitely need some creativity in the middle of the park in the main squad, and up front as well. We may need a little more punch up front as well. I think we haven't even settled really with who is going to be our right back. I think the coach is still undecided on that. So we are pretty much better off in the centre half positions, but in the middle of the park, in the creative space, we don't have that. And I think we don't have an engine in our midfield either. So let's see if we can maybe find a 1 or 2 players in this squad that can, come in the main team and maybe make an impact or make a name for themselves. So I'm looking forward to that. As it relates to the game itself, Guatemala is no walkover. South American, Central American, I should say, teams are no walkover. So I hear people saying 6 love, 7 love, 5 love. I am sitting wondering where all those goals are going to come from, because I don't see any prolific goal scorers in this team. Maybe the only person that comes close to that is Mauro Williams, but I don't see any prolific goal scorers in this team that is gonna pull that over. And the defense wise, I don't see the best defenders there either. So this may be a closer game than many people will think it will be. So I'm looking forward to that, and that as I said, positively, I want us to come up with a positive result. But I am not too optimistic, and I'm not too negative either. I'm just looking at maybe this game will be a draw, but let's see how it plays out. But all the best for the guys tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Jamaican Guna, with his super sound. Yes, Wells. Okay, Wells. I was just saying my piece, Wells. I never called you an idiot the other day, but if you thought that I was talking about you, all right, I'm very sorry, sir. All right, let me just stop the war. Or maybe Wells, you have a different name. Maybe you are parish council because it's the only person I called an idiot the other day. Yes, so maybe you are that one. All right, Wells. So now I know that you now have Volleyball account. Let me not further there. Brinjan, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, and everyone that came in. Big up yourself. Most pressure to perform in the squad is Maggie. Do you agree? Would you agree, JD? No, because me don't know if he's gonna start. I know him should get some game, but me the big hype on Maggie, me not really see it as only see it in people. Me tell you the honest truth, because me not look for football the same way, So maybe that's why I always cuss me, But me look for football the same way. Maggie can do what he want to do whenever he want to do it, If he play good in them club, he might always get back game because Romario Williams play good, him not get game, But me not see it the same way as how you see it, Jane with her, Jamaican Jason, go ahead, big boss. And me can look for my food because I have to look for the thing for pay feet, the thing for putting my card here. Okay, just to look like him gone a space. So people, take care. Another solid program. I let the war at the back end of the program, but I thought the first part was very much okay. Talked about Leon Bailey, gave him his flowers, saying that he's playing very good over the last month and a half or so. So keep it up, and hopefully all the best for him. Yes. And we talked about the Canadian squad. Oh, they have a super squad, which is true because they have majority of the players back. So they are here to fix Jamaica. Well, Marlon came in and said Jamaica will fix them because they have not been playing so much games and they have a new coach. So they have to do everything on their own. All right, so let's see if what Marlon says. We're going to give Canada 3-1 happens as well. All right, yes, and then we talked about this upcoming squad for the Guatemala game, what to expect, and then now after this we're going to have at 2 p.m. Jamaica time the coach talking about what this game means. All right. We can't take the calls now. I am pretty much done, Remember, I said I'm gonna eat some food. I just said I'm gonna eat some food, so I can't take any more calls, people. I will have to do that on the next show. Sorry about that, yeah? All right, so take care because I was just trying to finish the show to give people what I've talked about in this show. But look like I have to finish the show. Or else I have to continue the show. So take care, people. Stay safe. Bye-bye.